welcome back to the Drop Podcast.
Third time's the charm.
This is our third take. Great. Yeah, we have got a lot to cover today. A lot of stuff with 11th edition. We've got the new Chaos detachments.
Yeah, tons of that. They finally released detachments for you.
I know, yeah. Not what I was expecting, but they are there and they are really cool.
Yes.
We also have...
Yeah, all the Force Disposition stuff that's come out for new 40k, all the how matchups are going to be. There's
all the points for the Terra models.
Yeah, all that stuff. All the detachments for those kind of those books as well. On top of the Chaos stuff, you got like the AdMech stuff that's come out. The Space Marines got one for some reason. Pretty much everyone got some. We're going to
see if this Defiler is overcosted or broken. We shall see.
I think he's undercosted and broken, but we'll get on to that. Got to sell that new kit.
So rolling into the 11th edition.
So, Force Disposition.
We kind of sort of predicted it.
Yeah, this is pretty much exactly what I said it was going to be, which is what
symbols that each army or detachment will get that will determine the matchup with your opponents is literally what we said.
I mean, I won't say I guessed this, but I'll say this is how it sounded to me when it was written out. You know, in like the thing. You've just obviously gone into more detail when when you were hinting at it. So basically now, all detachments are probably going to be. I think they're not going to be these sub detachments we were thinking. You know, where it's going to be like smaller detachments that are big.
Every detachment's just going to have a category, I suppose.
Yeah, they're going to be given a Force Disposition, which there's 5 of them. There's Take and Hold, Disruption, Purge the Foe, Priority Assets, and Reconnaissance. And they've put out this little image of all the different ones that you can have.
They haven't said whether this is customizable though.
Yes, so whether it's what I think it'll be is each detachment will have a assigned Force Disposition.
Yeah, so the symbol will be like in the codex.
Because
basically.
they do mention in tournament play, they do actually say this, in tournament play each one will have a assigned one.
Okay.
But then in like pick up games, say you can pick your own, just like mix the games up a bit more.
Yeah, I suppose.
Which I imagine, but like
I think most people are just gonna go along with what they
yeah, because the game will be balanced around that, hopefully. And then each detachment will have a detachment point assigned to it, so it'll be between 1 and 3. So you'll have stuff like Gladius that really covers a lot of your army.
So the rumours are true. Yet again.
Basically, yeah. So you'll have basically like ones like Gladius or Awakened Dynasty, that cover your entire army and give like your entire army
power
buffs.
level essentially.
Yeah. So they'll get like a 3, so you can only take that detachment. Whereas you'll have ones that are based around, say, one that's based around a certain unit type. So they go into Phobos in this one quite a lot. And that's in this article saying like Phobos units will get will be like a 1 or whatever, for that detachment, and then you'll be able to add that to another detachment that say focuses more on tanks. And then those two together will be a 2 and a 3, and from that you get your 3 detachment points, and that's your army. You get those 2 detachments, and those detachments that you're not just picking certain units to go in each one, they cover your entire army. Yeah. Apparently.
That's good.
So the only thing I'm still wondering is, do you get 12 stratagems still, or will there be? I heard rumour that there might be like a hand of stratagems you can pick.
Well, we don't know yet, but I've got a feeling it'll be keyword locked. I think the stratagems you'll get 12.
A lot of stratagems will start getting keyword locked.
So I think you will have essentially 12 stratagems for one, obviously 6 for each detachment.
Yeah.
But I do think they're going to get stricter with keywords.
Yes,
so
hopefully.
Like you said there, what they mentioned about the Phobos one, their stratagems will be 1 Phobos. And start each unit
can do such and such,
exactly,
X and X, and I do imagine a lot of the 10th edition detachments are going to be these 3 detachment points detachments, because a lot of them weren't written with this in mind.
Exactly, they've been balanced with 10th edition to have 1 detachment, so they've all been balanced to be the best that they can be.
Mm-hmm.
And
although I do imagine, because there are quite a lot of detachments that just don't work.
Exactly,
those ones will be the 1s and 2s.
Yeah. And I feel like, so for Chaos players out there, something like Disruptors or Fellhammer Siege Host, the Iron Warriors one, it's not a great detachment. I can see that being like a 2.
Yeah, it's still on,
because the rule itself.
I do think I'd be worried that would it being like ones that hit multiple units are going to be 3s. So like Fellhammer does hit multiple units because it gives a -1 against shooting, doesn't it? If you're strength higher than toughness, across the whole army.
Across the whole army.
So that probably a 2 or a 3, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Whereas like that Disruptors one or the Night Lords one with the
Renegade Raiders, even though it's like one of the best attachments right now, only targets infantry and mounted. That'll be a 3.
That'll be a 3.
Damn.
That will be a 3. That detachment is nutty.
Well, that leads into my next point as well. To be fair, I think so. We're going to be looking at when we get data slates in 11th edition. A lot of detachments could change. they could change every 3 months depending on essentially the meta and how well they're doing competitively.
This is something they can balance. They can
Yeah.
change the detachment point levels for each detachment in the balanced data slate. So you'll have points changes, you'll have rules changes, and you'll have detachment point changes
so
going
like
on quite a lot.
if a detachment that's got a value of 2 is overperforming, and it's getting taken with like other ones to make it even better,
just
they'll
block
crack
up to 3. And something we did notice, they didn't actually mention this in the article, but it's kind of implied across what they've released. Incursion, you can only have up to 2 detachment points. So a lot of the detachments that are like, say, Gladius, that affect a load of stuff, which we're just assuming Gladius is going to be 3, because Gladius is probably one of the best in the game still.
But it's Space Marines. I think everything will be a 2.
Yeah, well, you might make everything a Space Marines a 1, just but you won't be able to take 3s in Incursion because you can only have 2 detachment points.
Yeah. Which might promote.
It brings the power level down, doesn't it?
Yeah, that could actually promote, because in 10th edition Incursion battles are very rare. The game's
very unbalanced. Yeah,
it's unbelievable. I mean, we had an Incursion tournament a couple of weeks ago, and it was really fun. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that size army. I really do like it. Especially
in the.
I prefer it over 2,000 points in terms of the size.
Well, that's what 40k used to be, mate.
It's a balancing nightmare.
40k used to be about that big, and then obviously points have just gone massively down. The army sizes have gone massively up because everyone used to play with like 1,500 point armies.
It's quick and
everything cost a lot.
One of the downsides, in my opinion, I know a lot of people have different opinions on this, but this is just because I've got the attention span of a rabid squirrel. My biggest downside to playing 40k is just how long it takes.
Yeah.
Whereas playing those 1,000 point games with a 2 hour limit, it feels more dynamic.
I would love if 2K games could somehow get to a point where, I know they can in like competitive scenes and things like that, people who know exactly what they're doing, but like in a casual setting
for beginners,
I would love if they managed to get the game to an average of 2 hours per game. That would be ideal. Like, just even on our hobby nights, we'd be able to get 2 games in every night rather than just the 1.
If me and you played, say if you played Dark Angels and I played World Users, for example,
we can get
2 armies that we
can get it done in like 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Easy.
But like,
it's mainly because I've conceded by 10-3, but yeah.
I've tabled them by then.
But no, so it is very interesting to see where they go with it, and just it adds a sense of balancing to an Incursion game.
Yeah.
So we might start to see, you never know, maybe in 11th edition we might start seeing some competitive Incursion tournaments and things like that.
Possibly, yeah.
It's a path in the right direction for Incursion. I'm excited for it.
I do think if they're going to do that with Incursion, though, they do need to add in some of the limits we were doing in our tournament. Like, you could still take 2 defilers in this. You know what I mean? Like that's like
Incursion rules are still yet to come out, so we might as well. We might actually see them.
Maybe. Who knows? Something else that was noticed here. It says on the bottom here that the unit limit is doubled for battle line units, and it doesn't mention the dedicated transports, which is
big nerf to dedicated transports.
So armies that really rely on dedicated transports, say like Drukhari, Votan. You mentioned Imperial Guard before, but there's a few from each one. Gene Steel Cults is a big one. They might only be able to get 3 of each of their dedicated transports, which is enormous. Yeah, that is really.
I'm not too sure how I feel about that change. To be fair, I haven't really got like many feelings on it, just because I haven't really. I think the most dedicated transport I've ever taken all those things too. So
even saying bringing back the Rhino Rush thing. If you wanted to take 6 Rhinos with 6 squads of Berserkers, can't really do that anymore. Which would have been fun. That would have been really.
You can afford that.
That would have been a fun list. I think.
Actually, yeah, you probably can afford that.
You could take that very. What's it? 180 for 10.
180 for 10.
And then a Rhino's 80. So yeah, that'd be 2.
Yeah, it's fine.
That'd be about 1,600 points of your army. That'd be a pretty good little list.
Just stick it a file in
there. And can.
Well, we'll see if we can stick it a file.
Something else in this article, they mentioned that characters are now split between 2 categories. So you can have leader characters and you have support characters. So leader characters can go on their own if they want to. So you can have them running around doing whatever they want, blah, blah, blah. Support characters have to go in units. So I think this is to try and stop people taking those little 40-point characters that, just were really super undercosted because otherwise they're never getting taken.
Who's that priest? The Imperial Agent priest?
Yeah. So he should be going in a unit of some description, but instead people are taking him because he's 40 points and you can take 3 of them for 120 points and have 3 action monkeys. It's to stop people taking Phobos lieutenants, because they were 55 points in Space Marines and running them around doing those shenanigans.
Or the combi lieutenant.
No, they tend to loan up guys, so I imagine he'll be a leader, because
Yeah.
he's meant to go by
Well,
himself.
we said there's two different categories, isn't there? There's leader and support. Which
So
I
support
kinda
will be like apothecaries,
support have to
lieutenants,
be taken in units,
things like that.
and leaders can be taken on their own, but you have to declare it when you build your army.
Yeah, which is
which is like we did it anyway, really.
Yeah, it's what we did already, but a lot of like people wouldn't do that. And what you could do in the middle of like a tournament, say you're like, oh, I'm going up against an army that has not a lot of killing power. It's quite easy to kill, but they have a lot more units to it. Just take all your characters out of your units, and you've got a lot more action monkeys to do everything with.
Indeed, yeah.
And because each of those characters could probably kill a gene steel cut unit. You know what I mean? Like, and so some people do that, and they take units out like in the middle of their thing, and then just have a bunch of random little dudes running around when they shouldn't really be, because that's not how the army was constructed.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see. Just going back on the Force Dispositions as well. Obviously, you're going to get matched up, and your primary mission will vary and depends on.
Yeah.
So if I'm running, for example, this is pair to the foe. Yes, obviously, against an army that is a take and hold army, and then there will be a primary mission where it's like, if it's a so and so against a so and so, this is your mission. And what they said, there's only going to be one for now, or is it just?
Yeah, we'll get into that one second. We just got one more thing from this previous article to go through. So they were saying that upgrade enhancements can go on 3 units, possibly sometimes as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just before because that's the whole new article that we're going to. So there's in detachments where they are like keyword locked quite heavily, and say you don't have a character for that keyword. I think that's how they were describing it. They are going to have upgrade enhancements that you can have on up to 3 units of that character.
You pay for each unit, though, don't you?
Say there was no Phobos characters, which there are.
Yeah.
But say there wasn't, you could have these detachment. This enhancement that could go across 3 Phobos units to make them feel more elite, is what they said.
But you pay for the enhancement 3 times.
Yes, you do.
That's the big thing. So you're paying triple the price, which in some armies is completely worth it, depending on the enhancement. 100%. That's really good. Yeah,
it's really cool. So then going back to what Liam was saying, so the next article they released a couple of days later was how these Force Dispositions affect each other and how they affect the army, the primary mission that you're going up into.
It's pretty much common sense, and it's very straightforward. It's just, if you're this army against this army, here is your mission.
Yeah. And they did release 2 of them that are going to be a thing, so it would be kind of cool just to have a little look and see.
These,
yeah. So basically, this first one, Death Trap. This is a disruption army going into a take and hold army. So a take and hold army, as you'd imagine, is probably an army that's very interested in sitting on circles, even though circles don't exist anymore.
It's not a primary mission for both you and your opponent. This is your primary mission.
Yeah. So you have a primary mission and your opponent has a primary mission.
That.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So you're trying to do something and then your opponent's trying to do something. So in this one, they basically say, even the most potent enemy force can be undone with sufficient preparation. Lay the minefields, dig trenches, and draw the enemy into pre-prepared killing zones.
Oh, I really like this. This is really pushing that narrative.
So this disruption army is trying to basically trap the take and hold army. That's cool. That's the kind of idea behind it. So this one says, at the end of any battle round, end of your turn, for each area trapped this turn, you get 2 victory points, and for each of those terrain areas that is an objective, you get 3, and that's cumulative.
Oh, nice.
So trapping, you do that in your shooting phase, and you pick one friendly unit within range of one objective, excluding your home, or within one terrain area that's not within your deployment zone that you've not yet trapped. You can do it as many times as you want. Each unit starts its action must be within a different terrain area. It completes immediately, and that terrain area is trapped. Place one of your operation markers within that terrain area. Okay. Marker. So that says to me that they're going to be releasing a lot of Well, like Kill Team, like a lot of the their little markers.
Yeah, so I think if you're building a disruption army, for example, in this example here, they're going to bring out packs.
Yeah,
I think they'll get a disruption pack, take and hold pack, so you get the cards, you'll get hopefully tokens and things like that. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So it's a great way for them to make extra money. But
I'd imagine,
I like it.
I imagine if you don't want to buy these things, you just make your own little tokens. Etsy. Like that. Yeah, you get the cool Etsy ones. Yeah,
you're still gonna buy them, but like Etsy can make some really fun ones. Loads of creative people out there.
Yeah, 100%. And then also in this one, any battle round, one or more enemy units started a turn when the terrain area was destroyed. That terrain area becomes trapped. Oh, if that terrain area is trapped, you get 3 VP. So if your opponent goes into a terrain piece that you've trapped and then you kill them, you get VP.
That's really cool.
That's cool. And then second battle round onwards, you control one or more objectives, including your homes. So you get 4. So you still have the controlling objectives. Basically. So I think that one's really, really cool, really fluffy, really themey.
I like that one.
Yeah. But do remember that is the only option you get from disruption armies against take and hold armies. So you will be playing that. So if you're playing your friend who has the same army all the time,
if you play super casually like that, where it's just say there's only, because you might only know one other person that plays, and you don't go to a club. You don't live near a club.
Yeah. That's the reality for a lot of people who play this game. They have like one friend who.
Don't get me wrong, but if that is also the situation as well, and you're playing that casually, you can make shit up.
Yeah.
You can make your own rules.
They do mention that in pickup games, it's perfectly okay if you just pick your own Force Disposition, so you can change
that's
them.
the balance to it.
But this will be tournaments. Like tournament, you have to do this.
So, for example, in our situation, this is great for Barhammer.
Oh, 100%.
This is going to be great for our club that we run.
Yeah,
because we've got about 8 to 10 players now.
Yeah, on all with different armies, which will all have different attachments.
Different-ish. There's still 80% Space Marine players.
But then across those Space Marine armies, you will have Taken Hold armies, you will have Disruption armies, you'll have those, and they will all be different. And you can just take different attachments that are those different dispositions.
Danny's Space Wolves are going to be a very Purge the Foe army, whereas your Dark Angels might be Taken Hold.
I imagine, I'll get Taken Hold on Wrath of the Rock and stuff like that. The only thing I'm kind of curious about is if you take multiple detachments and they have different Force dispositions, do you just get to pick your disposition at the start of the game?
I think it'll be faction. I don't think it'll be very. I don't think it'll be based on detachments. Unless they've stated otherwise.
Because they can't just say Aseptus Astartes is Taken Hold, because if you go White Scars, you're going to be Purge the Foe. You can't say that. Well, it's going to be Disruption if you're Raven
that chapters
Guard.
Might get their own codexes.
Possibly, yeah, which would be ideal. But then
which is what they're doing anyway.
But then same in Aldari with same Han and like different ones there. The same Han a very fast attack. Let's go all the way there. Whereas like say Bealtan are a lot more hold the ground and do things like that. So it'll be. That'd be a problem across multiple different armies.
I'd like it to be
detachments. Yeah,
I like it to be detachments. Yeah, you probably just pick. I imagine if you do combine them,
yeah.
Or maybe the one that's the 2. Mm-hmm. If you combine them, obviously it's going to be either a 2-1 or 1-1. Yeah. I guess if you wanted to, that'd be really bad.
Right. And then we do have another one here, and I want you to read this one, Liam, because this is a Purge the Foe one. So this will be World Eatery versus a Disruption army.
Cool. So this one is called Punishment.
Yeah, you're going to read the little blurb.
Which is great, yeah. So it says, those who resist must be punished. Oh, that is very well. Make a bloody example of them and leave none in doubt as to your mastery. That's just Weldy.
I think Khan wrote that.
Khan himself wrote that with blood. So this one says, start of your turn, select 1 to 3 enemies that are on the battlefield and within range of objectives, or that destroyed 1 or more friendly units in this previous turn.
Sorry, did I not call that last week?
Yeah, you did.
Fuck, I'm a savant.
So killing stuff on objectives, basically. If you cannot, then select 1 enemy unit that is on the battlefield. So just plain. Until the start of your next turn, those units are condemned. Mm-hmm. Oh. So at the start of end of any battle round, if any of the condemned enemy units left the battlefield this turn, it says left. That's a really nice way to put it. Yeah. If they died.
No. Do you know what that means though? Left. That means if I pick up a unit that you've condemned,
it's like they're running away.
Yeah.
I like that.
You get victory.
That's 5 VP.
So you could use that. I'd imagine if this wording's how it is, you could use that and look at like so where are their
Where's
action
that Caldus assassin?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to condemn that those 2 scout squads and that Caldus assassin, and then your opponent can't pick them up and run away with them. That your
opponent does have counterplay by say for example we use a Caldus assassin as an example. I'm a Weldy's player and I go I want that Caldus assassin. I can get some points off that. My opponent could just go I'm just not going to put on an objective. And then she can't be.
Yeah.
Unless you've got no. So essentially, if none of the enemy units are on objective, that's when you can.
But what we'd say for that is against that, the units that tend to be uppy downy and do stuff like that are the action monkeys that are on objectives doing
this
things.
Is strong.
So that seems like that's got inbuilt like tactical play in it.
Yeah.
While being your primary mission.
And I think a lot of the uppy downy lists are going to be disruption armies anyway. So this is definitely kind of like to kind of combat.
Very cool. Yeah.
And then it says
probably exactly why they wrote it like that. Actually, yeah. You're right.
So it says for the second battle round onwards, end of the command phase, you control 1 or more objectives. So again, nice and simple, 4 VP, excluding the home, obviously. Mm-hmm. And you also get this is very Purge the Foe from the from the secondaries. Mm-hmm. Also the primary missions from this edition. You control more objectives than your opponent. You get 5 VP.
Yeah, so it's like you're dominating the battlefield.
Yeah.
And then this is the part I really like about it. Look at the last one.
End of the battle. You control your opponent's home, 8 VP.
Yeah, so it's like...
It's you're pushing forward.
It's encouraging you to just absolutely go ham at them and just... Yeah, which I think
like that
is really cool.
So any of you Alpha Striker people out there that really want to get your opponent's objective, do it.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. That is a really cool... I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And then they've also released the mission sequence. So how you're going to do things now?
Yeah, this one's got me a little bit confused, but we'll get into that when it comes.
So you muster your army.
Makes sense.
You determine the mission based on your force dispositions. Where it says musters army, maybe that's where you pick what your disposition is. If you have multiple that you can pick from, possibly.
Yeah, because the symbol
it's
the disposition symbols.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's what it is, and then you determine your deployments.
Yep.
Twists still exist. As an
Okay.
optional step, they did mention that, so you can still do
They're
twists.
interesting. They're fun.
They
if
are
you're
fun.
playing,
Yeah.
you can base like a whole tournament around twists if you
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to make it really hilarious.
That'd be a fun tournament. Like do each
We'll do
round
that. I
has a
reckon we
different
do that
twist.
next time.
Yeah, that'd be good.
This is the one that I'm a bit confused of. Number 4, create the battlefield.
Yeah, create
so
the
now
battlefield.
We're obviously used to having the battlefield already laid out before we've even starters essentially.
Yeah.
So we determine the deployment and then create the battlefield.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Yeah, they're probably going to expand more on that, I imagine, over the next couple of weeks. Because that is interesting.
Yeah. They do make. That's what, I was just double checking to see if they said anything about setting up the battleground. No, they didn't. So maybe that's something to do with like your objectives. You know, because objectives are terrain. Maybe you like place objectives.
Yeah, it must be
something like that.
Yeah,
possibly.
I guess because objectives now are
Mhm.
literally just terrain pieces.
Yeah,
So it makes sense.
Yeah. Each mission pairing does have 3 recommended terrain layouts using their specific deployment designed to give both players a balanced battlefield to fight through. And then it says, but you're always free to do your own because you have different terrain collections and stuff like that. Secondary objectives have a little change as well. So they're saying they return as much the same as they are in the current edition, allowing players to choose fixed or tactical objectives to either stick to their favourites or draw cards from the deck for a chance of higher scoring. So you're still going to be picking your secondaries out and things like that. Tactical objectives now have one big change though. Instead of having only 2 of each at any given time, now you'll draw 2 objective cards every turn and keep hold of the ones you haven't scored yet. So you don't need to worry about an early draw scuppering your late game plans. So if you say, for example, drew... what's the one where you have to kill your enemy on the objective?
Overwhelming force.
Overwhelming force, and you don't have any enemy on the objective yet. You can just keep that in your hand for a turn that you keep it, but you still draw 2 every turn.
So you kind of go, I'm going to keep this, but I'm not going to...
So you're not burning it for CP at the end. You might still be able to burn things for CP.
And you get another
not sure
2.
yet. But you basically get a hand of objectives,
Yeah.
and every turn you draw 2. And then you can just score them when you can.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, it's better, yeah.
It makes it so you're not getting fucked by... Because there are just some card draws that just fuck you. They
Yeah.
do. And like, you look at it...
I always find that in a match, often a game can be completely
Decided by it.
on whether if you scored mark for death... if you draw mark for death and... I don't know, assassinate turn 1.
Yeah. And
then your opponent gets...
what's it? Engage on all fronts.
engaged. No, not even engaged.
What's the 2 where you just have to take middle objectives? That one.
Yeah, But the ones that require you just to control no man's land
Yeah.
and your home. The really easy ones.
Or like Area Denial and
Area
what's
Denial's
the
really easy
what's the one Teleport Home as Locust, that one where you just do it in the middle and your opponent hasn't even got there yet and you just like get them or
cheers. Thanks for the VP.
and it's like it's a bit silly, but this is a way to mitigate that. It seems it'll be interesting to see how it works. Yeah, I think it's quite nice.
It's getting me really excited for 11th now. Actually, I'm loving this primary.
Yeah.
Force Disposition stuff. This is great.
They've also changed how primary and secondary missions like cap up the scores.
I was gonna say because judging from the looks of the 2 examples that we've been given, it looks high scoring.
Yes.
It looks very high scoring. So I'm hoping you're about to tell me that they've raised the cap.
They've actually lowered the primary mission cap
Oh no.
to 45 VP per game and with a max of 15 per battle round.
Interesting. Okay.
Across all those cards, which are your primary mission, you can only score a max of 15 VP, as well as controlling the objectives and things like that.
So it's okay. So it's
you
not
can't-
as high scoring as the card looks.
You can't get out of hand with it. You know what I mean?
okay.
But there are ways to max secondary primaries quite easily by just doing 1 or 2 of the things. You have to do everything. And they've raised secondaries to 45. So,
Okay, bit of balance there.
Yeah, and imagine...
I like that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can get on board with that.
Which means that... Does that stop some of the really high swingy fat turn 5s in a way?
I guess time will tell with that.
Yeah.
I guess we can see when 11th is released.
Yeah.
I can see. I imagine before 11th's official release that we'll have the majority of the rules out.
Mm-hmm.
So you know we might even, as a bit of a channel exclusive thing, might have a little practice game of 11th edition before it's released and let you know our thoughts and
Oh yeah,
feelings, 100%.
Try some of the missions, yeah.
Yeah,
well, should we just pretend Well, maybe we just take one of those mission cards each. You know, the 1, 2 they've
We'll
released.
literally just take the ones that they've got.
Yeah. Because obviously that won't be 100% right, but because it won't be, It's fighting a taken hold against a
It'd be
disruption and a
interesting to see if
disruption
we
against a
can-
page of vote, but then see if it still works.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
It'd be interesting if we can see, like, for the next, like, every like 2 weeks, me and you'll play against each other and play with the rules that we have so far.
Just keep adding to
And then add to it, that'd be great. Like a little crusade of our own.
Yeah, maybe
The road to 11th crusade.
That could be quite fun.
That'd be really cool.
So, as well as the twists, what they've said is all the initial mission rules and deployment cards will come inside the new chapter-approved mission deck, which will be included inside the Armageddon launch box, alongside another mystery deck that we'll talk about soon.
Ooh, exciting stuff.
Yeah, so
And
I have no idea what that could be.
I think this could be I said this in the last episode, that every codex is going to get its own deck. And in the launch box,
Possibly.
it'll be a deck of Space Marine and Orc.
Possibly, yeah.
I think we could get certain things with that. I mean, I could be very wrong.
Maybe, yeah,
but
maybe that is. Right, and then they said over the next week, this is a little teaser for what's coming up. Over the next week, we'll discuss the now tightly connected concepts of army construction, mission objectives, and terrain, and how new 40k creates the best opportunity to tell awesome stories while engaging in tight contested battles across the nightmare landscape of 41st millennium. And they basically say we're going to talk about terrain and objectives next week. So that's why we're not talking about it now.
No, we will talk. We'll go into a lot of detail with it next week, but I can't wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, amazing.
What are your thoughts so far on the announcements and the reveals for the rules?
I was a bit ropey.
You overall positive, or
Well, I was a bit ropey on how the bit and building detachments thing is. I need to see more of that.
that was always going to be like.
I don't like.
more.
I don't like the idea of getting 12 stratagems. I just don't like that. Or getting like 16.
It's got to be keyword locks.
Or getting 18 stratagems. I just don't like that. It seems messy. It seems seems complicated.
Taking 3 level 1 detachments and taking 18.
That might be the meta thing to do, and then obviously just have a million options of shit you can do. You know, like. But then.
But also at the same time, that would be a much harder army to pilot.
But that's what I'm worried about. That I don't want things to be harder to pilot and understand for their opponents. I want things to be easier to understand.
Well, we will see. Hopefully, it might give us a bit more of a glimpse next week as well. But
I do like the idea of what I did here of someone saying maybe you pick 6 stratagems from the ones you have and they're the ones you can take.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Possibly.
I'm
I'm sorry, by the way, if you can hear a dog whining in the background, I've had to lock the dog out today because he's a bit nuts. So
Yeah,
he's currently scratching on the door and whining. So
So yeah, I mean, that's what we know so far about 11th edition.
yeah.
Sorry if we missed anything. I think we've covered pretty much everything so
yeah,
far.
pretty much, yeah.
It is, however, we are before we move into the next section, which is the one I can't wait for, which is all the new detachments and the points and things like that. Current time is 3:15.
So let's see if there's an Space Marine.
So I have in front of me, Luke.
Yes.
So Luke's just gone to sort the dog out, and I have opened the article. And there is a new release.
Ooh.
And I'm going to read you the article.
And I'm going to guess.
I want you to take a guess now. Well, what do you think it's going to be?
My guess is because we got the boss guy, we've got in the captain guy with the shield.
You
That's
think we're
my
going to
guess.
get the box art captain?
Yeah, the main guy on the front with the bolter and the shield.
Shall we see if you are correct?
Let's see.
I'm going to skip the first bit because it just
Just tells you what it is.
says what it is. So it says, in the cinematic trailer
Ooh.
for the new edition of the Warhammer 40,000, we saw a Blood Angels chaplain
Yeah.
leading a unit of glorious Vanguard veterans into the fray.
Yeah.
These warriors descend from above like true angels of death to deliver the Emperor's vengeance. We've seen them on the tabletop before, but this is a fresh take on a classic kit. As dynamic as ever, but now equipped with the same powerful jump pack as the assault intercessors with jump packs. It is the Vanguard veteran.
So I wasn't right.
Ooh!
But he looks really good.
Okay, let's have a little gander. Let's have a little look at this guy.
Yeah, so that's
Is it just the one dude they've
it's
released?
just, I believe it's just the one.
Okay.
Nice golden
Ooh.
helmet. Great.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see with these guys what weapons they are actually released with, because at the old Japan says you could take lightning claws, thunder hammers, all sorts of stuff.
I imagine the captain might get a thunder hammer.
No,
They are
the
Vanguard.
sergeant guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
The
squad.
sergeant should get one.
Maybe, yeah.
Because these aren't assault intercessor jump packs, these are Vanguard veterans. So I think we will get mixed weapon options.
Yeah.
A Power Fist, a Thunder Hammer, Chainsword.
Yeah, I do like him. He looks good. He does look just a lot like an assault intercessor, though. He doesn't really look very veteran-y. He does have a Crux Terminatus on his shoulder, so he still has the 4-up invul. We know that, because that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd imagine this would be the... He's wielding an impressive massacre weapon, a plasma pistol, armed for with additional dogfree. Maybe they all can have plasma pistols? Or all have special weapons?
It's only one model, though.
Yeah.
They haven't revealed the full unit yet.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
They're just teasing right now.
Yeah.
Cool unit. Cool model, sorry.
I will be picking up...
Let me just double check as well. Let me see that helmet. And that is indeed a Mark IV helmet. We love it. The grill is back.
He is a veteran, yeah.
They're really going that way and I love it.
Darth Vader rides again in Blood Angel form.
Indeed.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, cool little model.
When you started reading that, I did think it was going to be the chaplain for a
yeah,
second.
that's why
I got
read
very
it. So
excited.
when you were downstairs, I read it and I was like, oh, he's going to think this is the job.
Yeah.
No, you got excited.
No, because I thought, because obviously they released the HQ for the Orcs, they do a HQ for the
I think
for the Marines as well.
We've had 2... Oh, no, probably will be Orc next week. Oh, well. Probably have to wait a couple of weeks for the chaplain.
Yeah, because it's going. I think it's going to go back and forth between the units. Although I'd imagine the Orcs are going to get more units in the box, so I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe they'll do a week with 2 Orcs or something. Yeah. Because obviously they cost less points in games, so if they want to balance the box, they're going to have less of the Marines.
Oh, he's got a power sword. I don't know why I assumed he's got a chainsaw. I mean, power swords.
Yeah, I did hear a rumour that maybe all 5 just have power swords.
Still better than chainswords.
Yeah, but it's not as cool as...
Well, that'd be damage 6.
It's not as cool as double lightning claws and stuff like that for you Raven Guard players. That's their unit. Like the Vanguard vets with double lightning claws.
Remind me those currently power swords like strength 6 AP 2 damage, aren't they? Something like that.
No, it's normally...
But more attacks.
Is it Mastercrafted power sword?
Yeah.
I think Mastercrafted is 6/2/2. Yeah, I think the normal ones are 5/1/2.
Yeah, Mastercrafted weapon. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
there it is. It's let's just say it's going to hit a lot harder than an assault intercessor.
Yeah, it might not. The hammer of wrath, baby.
Indeed.
Okay,
Oh, nice little surprise reveal.
Yeah, let's head on to the detachments and the rest of the stuff we have to cover.
Indeed. So,
Chaos, baby.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Iron Warriors. There is your
Iron Warriors.
obligatory
Very
Iron Warriors mention. So we did get the all 4 data sheets, and we got the points. So the four data sheets for the Defiers, and we got the points most importantly.
Liam, actually, I'm going to stop you right here. Speaking of Iron Warriors mention, can we just talk about the new artwork that came out recently?
Are you talking about Daddy Petaraba?
The Peter Turbo
himself, which, by the way...
I can't believe you haven't brought it up yet.
I know, crazy. Sorry, I haven't eaten yet. I'm very hungry.
Yeah. As soon as we just said, we haven't like keyed him up on this thing. I've just remembered then when he just said that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the artwork for it.
Oh my
God. If you haven't seen it, go. It's on the.
It's on the screen right now.
It's
the size of him.
It looks really impressive.
He looks like the size of. Like, if the model was to come out that scale, imagine maybe they might have inflated the scale a little bit for the artwork.
He could be a Defiler Primarch.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because there was, I think it was in December, a little lore dump came out about one of the Iron Warriors Warsmiths. And he was off on an adventure through a webway.
Mm-hmm.
And
how'd he get in there?
I know, right? But essentially working with Vashtor, and he took a Legion Defilers.
Oh.
To create a new monstrosity. So what I'm thinking is maybe Vashtor's creating a Defiler body for Perturabo.
And he's inhabiting it maybe.
As a demon engine.
He could be just inside. He might not be. No, they didn't say demon Primarch, but he could be inside of a demon engine.
Well, yeah, exactly. But, I mean, we already know. It's already confirmed that he is a demon Primarch.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping him from being a demon vehicle Primarch.
Yeah.
He's a demon engine.
It would be cool if he had the vehicle keyword. That'd be really.
And then Vashtor stick him next to him on the board, and he gives him +2 strength for his attacks.
That'd be really interesting.
But yeah, no. So that's really cool artwork, and I'm now convinced before 11th edition we are going to get a surprise drop of Petaraba.
Yeah, it'll either be before 11th or it'll be in the lull after 11th. You know, when they're looking for like a little, to get it going again.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember. Did they reveal any other little bits in that? I think in the Reign of Iron book you're going to get a bit more of a lore dump on him about what's been going on with him. Something it did say. The Infinite Citadel.
Oh.
Did you read about this?
No.
So, despite where is it? Right, apparently battle by battle
Battle by battle, the Infinite Citadel will creep towards Terra, leaving no foe behind that might disrupt the plans. While significant resources comes to stop them, they will simply dig in and claim the defender's advantage. So it seems like they are setting up a giant ship to leave the Eye of Terror and fly towards
like the
Terra.
Art of Omen in a way.
Yeah,
Nice.
which is kind of a parallel to the Imperial Fist, who have a massive ship of their own, I believe.
Called the Phalanx, which is like their big fortress monastery ship. So I wonder if it's like kind of like a little like juxtaposition of that.
Could
The
be, yeah.
Infinite Citadel versus the Phalanx.
Parallel.
Could that be a battle that comes soon?
Oh.
Perturabo versus the Sons of Dawn.
Could we see Rogel Dawn
Rogel Dawn versus
Comes-
Perturabo.
come to save his legion
Yeah,
from
he could be the who's that guy in yellow, the Lord in Yellow or whatever that story is. Remember they got released not long ago when everyone's like, is that Rogel Dawn or the
It was never
Constantine
revealed.
Valdor? Could be one of them, maybe. Who knows? It's all going on.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
To be fair,
But away from the tangent, sorry, I just had to mention.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to do my honorary Iron Warriors mention.
indeed. So we've got the points.
Yes.
So we'll start off with, and I just want to say these points are, for the most part, great, and we'll get into the last one in a second. But Kravik Morn is 120 points.
120 points.
That's fair.
I think that's very
I
fair.
think that's nailed on, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
He's a very powerful Terminator character.
big force multiplier.
50 mil base, 120 millimeters. Yeah, force multiplier.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's 120 is fine.
Yeah,
I've got no complaints with that.
A perfect amount of points for that model.
Indeed. Mutilators, however,
Yeah.
200 points.
I think this is too much.
And I agree.
I think maybe
Should be like 60 points a model, maybe 180.
Yeah.
Like not maybe 50 points a model. I don't know. They don't.
Well, you got to
They do
remember.
hit
You got to
hard when
remember.
they get in there.
Obliterators are 160 for two of them,
Yeah.
but
They are a lot more useful.
yeah, exactly.
Whereas mutilators, without being obviously they get the natural reroll like charges, but without being in this new detachment where they can -2 off the charge,
They're pretty
that's-
mediocre.
it's still quite a long charge to try and get. With the
Five,
new-
5-inch movements.
Yeah.
Again, like you just said then, unless you're taking them in the new detachment that we'll talk about.
I just think
I guess you could stick them in Renegade Warband or
Mm.
Raiders to give them, access to advance and charge. Don't get me wrong, Creations of Bile, they're great.
yeah.
If you get that
Well,
+2 movements,
There are a few detachments where I think they are really good. I just think
but they are detachment dependent.
yeah, I could just see them not getting used a lot and coming
So
down. in
I could
points.
see these going down in points. I'd like to see them around 185, 180, something like that. But
And then since the Twin Lance, the worst points I've ever seen coming out of a model ever.
the Defiler.
Yeah, that one.
250 points is fair.
I think it should be 3.
It should be more.
It's quite
Give
good.
them-
But it should be higher. Not necessarily 300, but it should be higher than that.
Honestly, so I was looking at.
Obviously, just trying to sell the kit.
You've got different rules for depending on which Defiler, depending on which army you're taking the Defiler in for the 4 deities and CSM.
Mhm.
The only one that I could argue staying at 250, and again, it shouldn't, they all should go up a bit, is the Death Guard one. Probably the least impressive one.
But you know what really good about the Death Guard one is? The contagion range it gives. Like, so obviously that rules the thing, and
Yeah.
the size of the base, 160 mil, which we've now discovered is the true base size.
Oh, and the fact that all of its weapons have lethal hits. But,
Oh, yeah. So let's mention that. So each of
So, yeah.
these, obviously they've got the rules that we covered like 2 weeks ago.
Indeed.
We covered each of the individual deity rules, but now each of these data sheets have come out slightly different, which is what Liam kind of suspected with the World Eaters one, for example. So the Death Guard one you were saying.
So the Death Guard one is baseline stats.
Yeah.
It's the same. You'd expect maybe higher toughness, but no, it's
No.
toughness 12 would be silly. It's same
I don't
same
think it'd be, I don't think
baseline.
it'd be stupid silly. I think it'd be
Yeah,
fine.
same stats, same invul, same armor save, all that. However, all of its ranged weapons and its melee weapons have lethal hits, which is standard for Death Guard, is what they get. So that's still nuts.
It's mental
The,
on a
consider the
Defiler.
amount,
Not the guns it's
the
got.
sheer level of a weapons platform this thing is.
And then if you're looking at the actual guns, it does make a lot of the other guns a lot more viable with those.
Oh,
lethal hits.
100%, yeah.
Like, so necessarily you're probably not going to want to take.
Those the nipple guns, the excruciating
excruciating
cannons,
cannons are nuts
yeah,
now.
they're going to be sick.
They're mental. Maybe
Lethal
take-
hits damage too.
Yeah, so maybe you want to take the guns that have more shots. So maybe the Hades battle cannon's better here with the lethal hits because you're getting so many more hits through. With so that kind of mitigates the strength disparity and things like that.
Indeed.
Yeah, the Bale Flame doesn't get it. Obviously.
Obviously.
Missile launchers could be better here. Who knows? I don't know. I
I
think
mean, lethal hits is
it
great.
makes a lot of the other guns a lot better.
Is it 250 points? No. I'd say Death Guard one could go up to maybe like 280.
280, yeah.
Next we have the Emperor's Children one.
Yeah.
not much is actually different on this compared to the
No.
CSM one. The only thing that I've noticed that is different, I believe, is it's a melee strike.
Yes.
The shear and claw strike has precision.
Yes.
It's a strength 16 precision weapon.
Mm.
He's killing any character he wants to, really.
Yeah,
isn't he?
anything he touches, he can just be like, that's gone.
That's great. Yeah, apart from that, the range, I'm not seeing a difference.
Yeah.
Apologies if I'm
Then obviously this has the
We've already gone over the
The
rules.
Dreadnought rule, yeah.
But World Eaters, however, is a big change.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes on the World Eaters
Oh.
data sheet, a lot.
For a start, 14-inch movement.
Yeah. Oh, I will just mention, obviously, a lot of these are getting different keywords and things. So each of them have the core keyword / keyword things like that, and they have the different faction rules, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
That just comes with.
But yeah, 14-inch movements
Mhm.
on a Defiler.
Yeah.
It's just ludicrous. And then obviously to match with all the other ranged weapons of World Eaters, ballistic skill's gone up to 4,
Mhm.
but everything's got rapid fire, which is innately better in every way. So that ectoplasma destructor, every other one is hitting on 3s.
Mhm.
So this one is on 4s, but it has rapid fire 2. So it's D6 plus 2 damage instead of D6 damage within 18 inches of range. You're playing World Eaters, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
On average, you are landing more hits with that. So minimum 1 goes to minimum 3.
Yes.
It's really good. So yeah, I mean, it's overall just a lot better.
I think with this rapid fire stuff, it's a really encouraging these units to just run up the board in the World Eaters, which one you want, and then mix that with the new purge.
I was just about to say, it's
this
perfect for
thing
it.
could be really cool.
We've seen how good the World Eaters Forge Fiends are with their rapid fire.
Did you mention the +2 movements as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I started it with the 14-inch movements. Yeah.
I'm also
Someone's zoned out. So yeah, I think World Eaters overall could be the best one. This you could even look at it. I hope it wouldn't go to 300 points, but it wouldn't surprise me.
You know what happened? I got distracted because I noticed that the Nurgle one has the guns in a different order than the other ones. Oh no, sorry,
They all do.
the Slanesh one. No, it's just the Slanesh one has
Was it just
the guns in a
Slanesh?
different order. Everyone else is in the same order.
That's weird.
I was looking. I was trying to see if there were different guns they could have on different ones, but
Why did they do that? That's so weird.
yeah, it's just random. And then the Thousand Suns one.
Again, really good.
Yeah.
Weirdly, the only change here is that the Excruciator Cannon, I believe.
And the Pyroflux Magna Cutters have
Yeah.
an extra strength.
They give them an extra strength on that, and so the Pyroflux Magma Cutters have an extra strength.
And a different name
Because
for some reason.
It's a it's a pyro one.
Pyroflux.
And then the Excruciator Cannon, I believe, has an extra AP. So it's
Yeah.
AP.
Is it
So
any-
strength 6, AP 2, damage 2 instead of strength 6, AP 1, damage
Do
2.
the other guns have an extra AP for any reason? Or is it
again,
just those two? I think it's just
I
those
think
two.
at the end of the day, so these are all great. None of these are inherently bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that is a bit lackluster, I guess, is the Thousand Suns one. But
Yeah.
sorry,
good
overwatching
Overwatch
on
platform,
4s or 5s with the amount of weapons this thing has is still really
This
good.
thing is the best Magnus's bodyguard I've ever seen in my
Oh
life.
god, yeah. Just take 2 of these to chauffeur around Magnus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Just one does the job.
Yeah, all these are great.
I've just
There's
noticed something else.
going to be.
The Thousand Suns one has a Feel No Pain 6-up.
You're joking. Oh my god, it does.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All 4 of these are great.
Yeah.
Everyone who plays deity factions or CSM, you're taking a Defiler, at least one.
Yeah. 100%.
These are insane for the points as well. 250. Oh, that's just nuts.
I think that this
I'm
is,
taking 2.
this
I'm taking 2. Well,
this is going to be a massive
Force
thing of what Games Workshop love doing, where they will make a unit busted on release and then nerf it later on.
Oh, in a year's time, this is going to be awful.
Normally quite quickly, like we'll talk about Twinlands later.
Yeah.
They very quickly jump on when these problem units come out and will nerf them, but it won't stop people buying them. Like they're already sold off in the game, sold out on pretty much every website that they come out on. And
yeah, just a reminder as well, all 5 of these data sheets are 250 points.
Yeah,
as well, out of the box. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's, but I can see them all. I mean, all of them have got to be above 250.
yeah, I could say, like I said, some of them should be touching 3.
Yeah.
And then maybe between 280 and 300, I think, for all of them.
I think World Eaters will be the one that will probably hit 3 the fastest.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I want your opinion on rankings. I'm going to give my rankings
Of each
all 5 of them.
Okay.
I will say at the bottom is probably It's so hard because they're also. I'm going to say the Thousand Suns one is the bottom.
That's what I'd say as well. Even with the feel no pain for survivability, I do think you can turbocharge the AP on the thing as well.
I know exactly.
You've got to look at it in context of the detachments too.
As a reminder for this list, the length between 5 and 1 is so tiny.
Yeah.
These are all great.
Yeah.
So Thousand Suns, I'd say number 5, Death Guard number 4.
But then the contagion range is nuts.
CSM number 3 because the reroll could be even higher.
And you get the lethal hits and sustain with dark packs.
Okay, I'm going to.
You know what, like
so I'm going to say Emperor's Children 3.
Emperor's Children's so good as well.
Because they can fall back and
you fall back and every, and then you're re-rolling hits basically.
CSM 2, well, this is one that is my final thing, but it's so.
I'd go the just for the context of the army, because I think World Eaters are fine without the Defiler, whereas I think the Emperor's Children get such a massive boost from the Defiler.
You're correct. They are fine without the Defiler, but they can have one.
No, exactly. but I feel like what the Defiler adds to the Emperor's Children army is probably the best out of everything. Yeah. Whereas like I'd go probably Emperor's Children at 1.
Children, I'd go because they've actually got a ranged platform now. Yeah,
I'd go World Eaters and CSM are like combined, and then I'd go Thousand Suns and Nurgle like like it's so close. It is so close.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the Defiler, guys. I mean, that's just let us know what you think about it, but I'm pretty sure it's all what the hell.
Yeah, I'm not excited to play against two of those.
So, detachments.
Yeah.
Chaos detachments.
Where do you want to put these new units, Liam? Where have you got a home for them? Like a nice new little home?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Kravik and the Mutilators?
So,
where are you thinking about putting them?
I think they're going to go in this first detachment.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about them.
So Kravik Morn and the Mutilators are essentially, or sort of should I say, this new detachment is made for them.
Yeah.
So this is called Warp Strike Champions.
Yeah.
Really cool detachment. It's essentially just Grey Knights for Terminators, Obliterators, and the new Mutilators. Yes. Only those units. It's a bit of a, I can see why people might be a bit disappointed.
But then we're looking at the new for like the new detachment point things. This is a very
it's very niche. Detachment. So this could be like a 2 or a 1.
Might be a 1, I think. Yeah. Maybe because it only focuses on 3 units.
This will not be a 1 because being able to uppy downy elite infantry on top of something is going to be nuts.
Yeah,
I think this will be a 2.
So that's what we're looking at. Like when this new Force Disposition thing comes out, it's going to be like, how the fuck are they balancing this?
So depending on your battle size, you can take up to a certain amount of units.
Yeah.
And those units, obviously, like I just said, are the Terminators, Obliterators, or Mutilators, and then you can take them off the board.
Yeah. So if you play Strike Force, it's 2. You're going up and down with 2.
So Incursions 1, Strike Force 2, Onslaught 3. So that's the difference for Grey Knights. Grey Knights do get 3 in the Strike Force.
Yeah, we get 3 naturally.
But that is your army rule, so that makes sense.
And then we can take a Caldas as well to go up and down for a 4th.
Exactly, yeah. That's still good.
And I think there are a detachment or 2 where you can give an enhancement that lets you pick another one as well. Yeah. So I think I can get up to 5 off the board in one turn.
Yeah, but which makes sense because it's the whole.
But those detachments aren't worth we're using.
So it's very restrictive, but good.
Yes.
Because it's not like these are bad units. Terminators are great. Yeah. Uppy Downy Terminators are fantastic. Uppy Downy Obliterators are probably getting the most value out of this.
I think
repositioning a unit that moves 3 inches or 4 inches, whatever it is.
I honestly think you could just take quite a normal army in this detachment and then just have 3 units of Obliterators that you just uppy downy in everywhere, and that's good enough.
There are stratagems that we'll get into as well that do just target Heretic Astartes models as well. Like it's not as restrictive as it might seem on paper.
Hence why we're thinking maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Indeed. So it benefits them highly. So we'll go into the enhancements here. And these are great enhancements as well. Yeah. I really do like these. We have Infernal Fulgurite. Just a heads up as well, some of these enhancement names across both these detachments are just bonkers.
Yeah, good luck on the 4th one, mate.
I know, Jesus. So this is basically the Heretic Astartes model only, so it could be anyone, really. You could rapid ingress for 0 CP. And even if you've done it, even if you target it with a different stratagem, this means, by the way, if you have a Terminator captain who also has a similar rule, where he gets to target a unit with a stratagem, even if you've already used it, you can rapid ingress twice.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, really cool.
So you can just bring both of your squads of Mutilators down in one turn. I suppose...
If you bring 2 captains.
Well, no, I suppose actually...
You'd have to bring 2 Terminator captains to do it.
No, because you can't put a model in the unit to do 2 squads of Mutilators, because the only guy who can go with Mutilators is Crown.
No, I'm saying there's 2 Terminators.
You can do 2 Terminators.
So you could have 2 captains. One has this enhancement, the other one's just going to use his ability. And then, boop, they go down. Boop, boop. That's really good. Standard from a deep strike themed detachment, you were going to expect some kind of rapid ingress for free. The next one, again really good, is Eye of the Warp. Heretic Starties model with the Deep Strike ability, so either a Jump Pack Lord or a Terminator Lord. Or a Demon Prince, sorry, yeah. This is
wings,
actually...
With wings only.
With wings only, yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is when they are set up on the battlefield, they can reroll all the charges, which is nice.
Nice.
Really good.
So imagine you're getting Mutilators coming down, you're getting this guy coming down, you're getting a Demon Prince and Mutilators.
So, Mutilators,
I
was going to say, Mutilators inherently, naturally, they roll their charges anyway. So, that's a good one to have. Yeah. Again, really good. So
this one's really good. This is Binding Runes.
Axures Binding Runes. Heretic Astartes model with the Deep Strike ability only. The bearer's unit can be set up using the Deep Strike ability in the reinforcement step of your first, second, or third. So this is turn 1.
Turn 1 Deep Strike,
Really good. I mean, definitely. This is almost an auto.
I don't know why they mentioned second or third, because you can just.
I never get that.
Yeah, that's silly.
You can do it anyway.
It's just right.
This is just this should simply put turn 1 Deep Strike.
And then here you go, Liam.
This is the
give us your best. Give us your best one.
Zagula.
Excuse you?
Zagula.
Sorry, do you got something in your throat there?
Shut up. So this is the Zagula enhancement, and this is just a force multiplier for one of your.
Apparently, this is a shape-shifting demon weapon.
Hell yeah! So Heretic Astartes model with the Deep Strike ability only, because there's a theme there. Improve the attacks, strength, and armor penetration characteristics of the Bearer 1. So again, really good in the Demon Prince.
Yeah, the Demon Prince is what you're looking at here.
Yeah. In addition, if they were set up on the battle this turn, increase the damage by 1 2.
Do Chaos Lords do the same thing where they go like best day ever and they have like one turn of just like super attacks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this would be really good on one of them as well. Yeah.
Well, no, because Chaos Lords don't have Deep Strike.
The Chaos Lords don't have Deep Strike?
No. They don't have a jump pack.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah.
That would be broken.
This really only just got on a
Demon Prince.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into stratagems. They sound pretty good.
So.
Yeah.
So stratagems, we have the first one here, which is Empiric Dislocation. It's Armour of Contempt. Just going to shorten it for you. It's Armour of Contempt.
Cool.
Always nice to have.
Yeah.
Great stratagem.
1 CP.
Indeed, 1 CP. So,
and then the one that sounds like Armour of Contempt, but isn't.
Exactly.
And costs 2 CP.
This is a 2 CP. Boo! We don't look forward to these ones, but it's decent. Armour of Corruption. It's -1 damage for one of your keyworded units. So Terminators, Obliterators, or Mutilators.
And it's in the fight phase.
It's only fight phase. Oh, it's 2 CP only fight phase. That's a bit of crap.
Yeah.
They could have made that one. I'm not going to lie. -1 damage in the fight phase for those units. Cool. Next one. Warp Flicker.
1 CP.
1 CP indeed. So this is for, again, the Terminators, Obliterators, or Mutilators. It is Advance, Shoot, and Charge.
Amazing.
It's a shame it's not fallback.
It's good enough, mate.
I would like a fallback.
You can't have it all. But this is getting your Mutilators around more, getting your Obliterators around more, because they obviously have really crap movements.
So they're going to be... They do, yeah, so they've got a movement of 5. So this will allow them to advance and then reroll a charge.
Yeah, so just think of this. Advance and charge with a Mutilator squad, and then you're rerolling your charges naturally. And it makes them very mobile.
Yeah, makes them a lot more mobile.
Which they need. I think in some detachments they are unplayable. But like this is one of the ones
I do agree. So the next one is Warp Tainted. So this is 1 CP movement phase. Again, Terminators, Obliterators, or Mutilators. Gives them sticky.
Yep.
Sticky objectives. Really good.
Yes.
Really good for an upper down army with elite units.
Really.
So you're going to go, I've got a spare unit of Obliterators that I haven't quite found out this turn what I'm going to use them for.
Yep.
I'm going to drop them on this objective, sticky it, and then I'm going to bugger off.
And if you notice, it's in your movement phase, so you can deep strike onto the objective, use this, sticky it, and then...
End of your opponent's turn,
still
bring them back
up.
up.
So you don't have to be there on your command phase, so it works.
I love movement phase sticky.
Yeah.
I can't remember the detachment, is it? There was a detachment that I ran a few weeks ago that had it, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was. Might have been Renegade Warband. But has a once per, so it's in your movement phase. There is a detachment that's got it. Next one, we have the Siege Breaker Strike, so this is a bit of this is hinting that this is supposed to be an Iron Warrior detachment, it doesn't feel like it. 1 CP, your shooting phase, so so this is really good to be fair, up to 2 Heretic Astartes units, so I don't know, Predator Destructors, Vindicators, things like that. Their ranged weapons get ignores cover.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem really good right now in 11th.
Yeah.
Really good.
When we're saying that these 11 terrain changes where they're going to be given -1 to hit on for cover. Cover, that's what it's going to be.
Instead of worsening the armor save, it's helping the armor save. Sorry, it's -1 save, which is way better.
Which is way better.
So this is going to be really good in 11th.
Really powerful.
And then the last one, we have Portal of Spite.
Yeah.
This is another really good one. So your charge phase, 1 Heretic Astartes model that has been set up from Deep Strike at +2 to charge.
Yeah, so really good.
Mutilators are getting into combat.
Mutilators and Terminators really good on this one as well. Yeah, Demon Prince with Wings really good for that.
Only 1 CP.
Yeah,
Love
there's a ton of units that really
think,
benefits.
So this detachment is very niche. It is very specialised.
Yeah.
But it's very good at what it specialises in.
This list kind of writes itself. If you're going to play it, how
So
they
easy
kind
to
of
make
want
a
to do
list
it. You do Abaddon and 5 Terminators.
100%.
You do Kravik and 5 Terminators or 10
In
Terminators.
fact, I'll actually go through the list that
Yeah.
I've made for this.
Some Mutilators, some Obliterators, a Demon Prince with Wings with that detachment, and then some
I wouldn't
shitty
even say the
bits.
Demon Princes are necessary, I'll be honest.
I think it'd be fun.
You've got enough damage.
That's
You're taking
that
out units.
thing with a Demon Prince makes it really good though.
So the list that I built up here, I think it's a pretty okay one if I do say so
Yeah.
myself. It could make some changes. So 2 characters, Abaddon and Kravik Maul.
Yeah.
So you're not running any enhancements. So
I think they seem also including this, unless you're
Exactly.
going to do
Unless you're going to do like a Lord, or you want to do like
Yeah.
the Sorcerer Kravik thingies. But I think this detachment, while it was kind of written for Morn, is very the Abaddon detachment.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god, he is so good in this.
he is fantastic in this.
As
So
he is
I've got
a Heretic Terminator.
Abaddon and Kravik Maul. And no Terminator captain, so you could obviously make some changes.
You could do, yeah.
Like utilise these enhancements.
Yeah, no, like I was
Because
saying, the
that turn one
Sorcerer
enhancement
combo
is-
as well
yeah.
could be really powerful in here.
2 coldest mobs, because why not? Again, you could shorten this down because you already have access to Sticky.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of MSU, so we got the MSU 2 Terminator squads.
Mhm.
They're just bodyguards for Kravik Maul and Abaddon.
Yeah.
We have 2
Although
units.
I was saying to you, you could very easily in that maybe drop a unit of something else and make that up to a 10-man for Kravik, just for the AP benefits.
You could do, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, he makes that so much better with the AP. And did Chosen have Deep Strike?
No.
What's the other unit that
Possessed.
Abaddon can go in?
No, not even possessed. Chosen, but they don't have.
They don't have Deep Strike down. I was just thinking maybe you can make that as like a smaller bodyguard unit to maybe mitigate that.
Well,
but-
it does. A lot of it says set up on the field with Deep Strike, doesn't it?
yeah.
So you could use transport if it said
Yeah,
otherwise.
but it is Deep Strike, yeah.
It is. And running 2 units of Mutilators,
Yeah.
3 Obliterators.
Yeah.
And then just because of the points, again, you could change these out. I've got 2 Predator Annihilators in there for anti-vehicles. You could change them for, I don't know, like, get that
Defiler.
Terminator captain in there, or even a Defiler. Has a place in every list.
Or yeah, you could put in that Demon Prince with Wings model if you're fancying something more
So
fun.
you can change it
something
around.
like that.
So it's such an easy list to
Yeah,
make. But
yeah.
overall, I like this.
I think that list
It's limited.
either with the uppy downy, and then they do naturally just like survive shit. Like it could be
They're
quite
hard.
potent.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mutilators have 5 wounds
Yeah.
each at toughness 7.
Yeah.
They're hard to kill, and then they're just gone.
Yeah. They are good. They are good. This is the
Yeah.
this use for them in this list. This
This is a ultra specialized detachment. It's not gonna. If you're a fan of bringing loads of different types of stuff, probably not the one to go for.
Mhm.
But no, I like it. I'm gonna give it a go. I think next week.
Give it a good old go.
Give it a go.
Right.
So moving on to the next detachment.
Cult of the Archifane. So
This is what I'm talking about.
this just seems like what was the other one called? The
That's Soulforge Warpack.
It seems like
This is better Soulforge.
it's that on
Warpack.
steroids, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a really, really nice detachment. I actually prefer this one to the other one. So Cult of the Archfane, all about Vashtor.
Mhm. And boy, hardy does he get good in this.
Oh, he's really good in this. So the detachment rules: Soulforge Boons.
Boons.
And this is something I wish.
such a
I
funny word.
think I remember saying a long time ago, because when I first started playing CSM, probably about a year ago, maybe a bit longer, Soulforge was like one of my favourite detachments because
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of big demon engines and stuff like that.
Liam loved trying to make a load of skulls work in Soulforge
And
Warpland.
it didn't. It did. It was fun, but it wasn't very good. And I was like, oh, I wish all vehicles could be demon vehicles. And this detachment gives it.
Yeah, just fix it.
Heretic Astartes vehicle units from your army gain the demon key.
Yeah, which
flat
is
out, which
that
is
was a
crazy
stratagem you had to
good.
use in the last one, wasn't
It
it?
was a stratagem that you had to use in your command phase,
Yeah.
and you could only target one vehicle.
But was that for the whole game at 10?
Yeah, but it was only one vehicle. Again.
Yeah.
So all vehicles. So this is just the vehicle detachment.
Yeah,
and it's
100%.
good. So it's Heretic Astartes vehicle, Lord Discordant, and Vashtor the Archifane gain the Soulforge keyword.
Cool.
And Soulforge units have a 5-up invul.
Amazing. Did Vashtor not already have an invul?
Yeah. Oh no. So that's not really that.
Is that a keyword for other bits of the
Yes.
detachment?
So
to use?
Vashtor
Okay.
and the Lord Discordant, but I
Yeah.
believe the Lord Discordant has a 4-up. It might have a 5.
Yeah.
It's definitely got at least a 5-up. Vashtor has a 4-up. But this is giving things like Chaos Predators,
Yeah.
Vindicators,
Yeah.
5-up invuls, which is crazy good.
The only thing
Rhinos,
yeah.
5-up invul, which is really good.
The only thing I'd say about this detachment so far is it doesn't really seem like you're getting an army rule, like a detachment rule, like a proper one that does something proactively for your army. You're just kind of fixing a few keywords across the army.
It's essentially just buffing vehicles,
Yeah.
which the faction has lacked.
But it's not like a detachment where you're like, oh, your entire army gets advance and charge. You know what I mean? It's not like that so far.
No, but your entire
that's all
army
I'll say.
gets
Just
5
because I haven't really read through this one much. I kind of know what it does.
No,
but
your entire army gets a 5-up invul because you're going to build this very vehicle heavy.
yeah, true. Actually, oh, actually, no, that is kind of right. It does just
And
give your entire army.
I will get into something else as well that you can do, which is really spicy.
Yeah, I didn't realize it said vehicle. Yeah, a size vehicle. Okay, yeah. No, actually, no, it does have a. Yeah, okay. I'll stop.
All vehicles gain a 5-up
Yeah,
invul.
basically. Okay, that's.
Rhinos. That's so good. Stick a rhino on an objective once you're done with it. Oh, it's got a 5-up invul now. Have fun.
Oh, you've turned a rhino into an impulsor.
Yeah. So that's really good. So we'll go into the enhancements.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
So this
What's
one's
that first one
called Weird Gin or Wired Gin. One of the two. You pick.
Why red gin?
So this one is Heretic Astartes model only, excluding damned, of course, because why? At the start of the command phase, if the bearer is on the battlefield, roll d6, adding 1 if you're on objective, which is big, and then on a 4-up you gain a CP.
Mm-hmm.
It's decent. I believe it's like 25 points.
So
you're having to, if you've got points to spare, then do it.
Yeah.
But you're essentially gonna have to find a character like a Warpsmith maybe.
Yeah.
Just to slap this on, just keep him on your home objective, just so
Yeah.
you are getting those 3-up, 1 CP. 4-up's still okay, but 3-up is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an auto include, I don't think. This is literally, I've got points left.
Yeah.
But even then, you
a 3-up
have to
CP.
put a character in for it as well.
A 3-up CP is good, and you can just put it on a random character that's going to be on objectives anyway.
But
I think it's really good.
Would you rather not just have like a Chaos Lord or a Terminator Chaos Lord that just gets free stratagems anyway? I think that would be better.
But you could put this on that Chaos Lord
To make it more expensive. I just don't think it's worth
maybe.
it. Next one is Cyber Infernal Font. Nice little mixture of Infernal and Cyber, which is quite nice. Cyber Infernal Font.
I will mention that's a 15-point enhancement. Oh, the first one. Where was it? The first one.
Why 15 points, yeah.
Yeah, 15 points.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Again, but you also need to.
I've just noticed we've not been doing the points.
They're all up there. We'll have them on the screen for you.
Yeah. On the Warp Strike Champions Bash. There's nothing over 20 points in the Warp Strike one.
Yeah,
so,
there's nothing.
They're all pretty well thingied. And we'll go on. We'll do them from now on.
This next enhancement is the Spice. It's really good. Oh, I can't wait to actually utilise it. This is Cyber Infernal Font. Heretic Astartes model only, excluding damned. Gives them the Soul Forge keyword.
Interesting.
So yeah, so you know what this means.
What?
You could essentially have a unit of Chosen, for example. Nice unit of Chosen. Slap on any character you want, and basically. So what I had in mind was Fabius Bile, and then have a Master of Executions that can be attached to any character unit as well. Give him this, that unit becomes Soulforge, and they get the 5-up invul.
Ooh.
So Fabius Bile increasing their toughness, making them stronger, and they've got a 5-up invul.
Toughness 5, 5-up invul, squad of 10 chosen with Bile and a Master of Execution. Naughty.
Yeah. And the Master of Executions is, if you kill a character, it gets you a CP anyway, so the other enhancement's kind of null and void. And that's really good. I think it was a really, really good thing. You could stick it on a Terminator Lord as well, make your Terminators Soul Forge, but they don't need it.
So that is a
that's
20-point enhancement. That is that the font, that one?
That's the font, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Weird Gin, for some reason it's in a different order on here. Weird Gin's 25, that one is 20.
Yeah, I said it was 25, So that's really good. This integrates, so into the problem that Soulforge Warpack had was you kind of taking infantry, kind of felt a bit poo.
Yeah.
This gives infantry a purpose, especially Chosen, which are already a great infantry unit in Chaos anyway. This just gives them a place and gives them access to some stratagems as well.
You'll be really good with this. Mastery Possessions and a big squad of Possessed.
Oh yeah. Because he's re-rolling the charges as well.
And you can make them look all Iron Warriors. He would rather than them having being possessed by demons, he could be possessed by cybernetic stuff coming out of them and
loads of Auspexes flying around.
And all wibbly wobbly tentacle
tentacles.
Rather than the tentacles. You know what I mean?
The warpsmith.
Yeah, clippy thing. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
So the next one we have Mark of the Soul Forgers. Nice and easy enhancement to say. So Heretic Astartes model only. Again, this is very universal, which is nice. And essentially, the bearer scores critical hits of 5.
Yeah, so really good on a Demon Prince if you want to really
Dark
boost up
packs.
that Dark Pack, show
Exactly.
full sustain sort of thing. Yeah.
Which is such a nice
Really
little thing
good.
to give.
Yeah.
It's great. And then we have Crown of Worms. Initially I was a bit like, oh, this is a bit underwhelming, but
Mark
it's
of the
not.
Soul Forgers, 20 points.
20 points.
And
yes.
Crown of Worms, his next one is the 15 points.
15
That's what
points.
we're
So
talking
this is for your Warpsmith, and this is basically just giving all of his aura abilities an extra 3 inches.
about. Yep, really good.
And you know when you want your Warpsmith to keep up with 3 Defilers? This is a really good enhancement. So when you're making one of those Defilers hit on 2s,
Does that
giving the wounds back,
Yeah.
which we'll get into in a minute as well, because there's another stratagem for that too.
does this include his Lone Up Aura?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
This is all
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, so that, I mean, all 4 enhancements, you have an argument to take as many as you can. Really.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
say
the Wired Djinn one is probably the only one where I'd be like, oh, I could quite happily leave that out.
Well, but even a 3-up CP is great. Like, that's class.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I would probably take Wired Djinn because I know I'm not going to be bringing like a Demon Prince to give
Yeah.
the 5-up crits. So
Yeah,
that's just me.
any game where Liam brings a Demon Prince, he usually uses his Vashtor model in like a different army.
Yeah.
Like he'll do that. So if he's, but in this one, I imagine you're going to be taking Vashtor.
Because I have a 3D printed Perturabo model
Yeah.
from Amazon. It was like such a good sculpt.
Use that as your Vashtor.
That is my Vashtor because he's perfectly on an 80mm base.
Yeah.
So we go into the stratagems now, and there are some nice ones in here,
Touch of the Arcaphane, 1 CP.
which is a lovely stratagem. Again, it's just Heretic Astartes unit, not Soul Forged. They get both of their Dark Pact,
Sick.
lethal and sustained,
Mental.
for 1 CP. That is
Mental.
yeah, great. Brilliant.
I'm gonna get
that
touched by
means
the fucking Arcaphane.
that saves you I think it's 120 points that a Hellbrute costs, because you're bringing a Hellbrute for that,
Yeah.
because the Hellbrute gives both
But then-
as an aura.
A Hellbrute in this army is still pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Pretty cool.
Giving a Hellbrute 5-up invul. Oh, actually, yeah, because he's got a 2-up armor save and no invul.
Yeah.
Now he does.
There you go.
Oh,
Balefire Boon.
indeed.
1
So
CP.
Balefire Boom, 1 CP. You're shooting all the fight phase. 1 Soul Forged unit that has not been selected to fight. You are just improving the AP by 1.
Yeah, really good.
Really good.
Anti-armor content.
Anti-armor content.
Lovely.
Next one,
Soul Tally Offering.
Soul Tally Offering.
2 CP.
Yep. In your shooting or fight phase, 1 Soul Forged unit that has not been selected, you get to reroll wounds against characters, monsters, or vehicles.
Yes.
That
So
is
that is
very
it.
good.
That is in both phases.
Yeah.
That one is really good. It's a shame it's 2 CP.
Yeah.
Well, I can see
so
why.
the thing I can see for this is if you give a Chaos Lord the enhancement, and he's got devastating wounds on his hammer.
Yeah, really
That's
good.
gonna be really good.
Really, and you reroll everyone with the wounds.
And he makes it 1 CP.
yeah, even just giving a Mauler Fiend or a Defiler reroll wounds against
That is going to be a really good combination actually with the Chaos Lord, because it goes from 2 CP to 1
Oh,
CP.
of course, yeah. So that's actually really.
And he makes like his higher damage, higher strength. That
yeah,
one's
that's
got
kind of tailor made for him. Right.
Yep.
Biomechanoid Regeneration, 1 CP. So this is what you were talking about before.
Yep, so this is in the command phase. 1 Heretic Astartes unit regains D3. If it's Soul Forged, it's flat 3. Lost
Amazing.
wounds.
Really fucking
So that Warpsmith is following a Defiler around.
Yeah, and that stacks with that.
That could be 6 wounds
Yeah, that
back.
stacks, doesn't it? That's mental.
6
Bloody,
wounds!
bloody silly. And then obviously most of your army is going to be vehicles, so
Oh, yeah.
that just makes your vehicles so much more survivable.
I take it back, I'm playing this on Monday. So we've got Forge Fire
1
Surge.
CP.
Indeed. Your movement phase just after a Heretic Astartes model has advanced. It can shoot in its advance. If it's Soul Forged, it can charge as well.
Yeah, mental. It seems like every Chaos Attachment seems to be getting some kind
So
of
you know
advancing
that,
charge.
Defiler is now advancing,
Yeah.
shooting and charging.
Yeah.
And then
Unholy Fortitude, 1
Yep.
CP.
So your opponent's shooting phase just after they've selected their targets. A Soul Forge model that is the target. You can increase the toughness by 1. Reactive toughness is so good,
so you're making all your defilers
12.
which is a breaking point.
Vindicators, 12.
Which is a breaking point again.
Yeah,
Because you've got
Rhinos,
a
10.
lot of las cannons at strength 12.
Yeah, Rhinos 10.
lot of
More
melters
Fiends
at
and
strength 12.
Forge Fiends up to 11. That sort of thing.
So out of
what's
plasma range?
your Venom Crawling? 8 normally?
Yep.
9?
Something like that. 7
That's
or 8,
out of plasma range.
Yep.
Like, it's a very, very good attack. Like, that's real good.
for 1 CP as well.
Yeah.
Great. I was worried that was going to be a 2 CP one.
And then just remember, all of these guys also have a fire pinball.
Yep.
Nuts.
Mixed vehicles, very tough.
Nuts, nuts, nuts.
And then you're inherently with Dark Packs, making them also really
Yeah.
hard to kill.
So- What are we saying? Are we saying the good or bad?
I think
Warp
both
Strike
good.
champions.
I think both good.
Both good.
Warp Strike Champions is good. Again, I will reiterate, very specialised.
Yeah, this is kind of a meme list, I think. This one's like...
It's a
do you want to play with these
meme list.
Yeah, do you want to play with these cult destruction models? Yeah.
Now you can make them better.
Here's a way to do it.
If you love Terminators, if you love Obliterators, if you've fallen in love with the new Mutilators like I have, this is the detachment.
And I love detachments.
To have fun with it.
Yeah, I love detachments like this that are just like, oh, that part of the army that isn't really usable otherwise. Yeah, here you go. Here's a way
It's
to make
almost
it
like
usable.
what they've done with these two for 11th edition is that they've given us a level 3 detachment with the Cult of the Archfane, and a 1 or a 2 with Warp Strike Champions.
Yeah, 100%. Like
That's what I think they've
and
done.
then, yeah, Cult of the Archfane
It's
is
just a
balmy.
really-
Like this one is going to be mental.
I don't think it's going to
be
be like S tier along with like Huron's Marauders and Renegade Raiders and Renegade Warband, but it's a solid A tier, I think.
This is like, I'd say
It's what Soulforge should have been.
0.5 times as good as Soulforge.
Yes.
Like, you know, like at least like that's it does everything Soulforge does and better.
Better. Yeah.
Which is like
and more generic as well. It opens your
and it
your army
gives
for
you
more units.
options to do other things, which is why I think it will be a 3
Yeah.
on the thing.
100%.
And we're probably going to speculate on that on all these attachments to see like what kind of
That'd be a good little video actually to do.
what go through all the attachments and see what they are. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Little
That
segments.
sounds like a lot of attachments.
It does.
We were saying possibly for the for when the 70 come out, we might do a every detachment reviewed in under a minute video and see if we can just get through as many of them as we can.
That'd be funny.
So, Marines obviously have some updates in this Iron Warriors AdMech book that's come out. So, we've had the Marnius Calgar datasheet removed. That's the one with the Gravis Arm and the Vitrix Guard.
Yeah.
Gone. And the old Cato Sicarius model removed. So, the rules that basically stipulated that you couldn't have 2 Calgars, you couldn't have 2 Sicarius, they're gone as well.
Okay.
So, very simple. Just a bit of cleaning up. And we now have a brand new Imperial Fist themed
I was going to say the
detachment.
Sons of Dawn.
The Sons of Dawn ride again.
Horrible
which-
little things.
So coming up against Kravik Morn and trying to hold back the line when the what's it called, the Infinite Citadel leaves the warp and is the Ceramite Sentinels.
Indeed.
I think it's alright.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. So basically they have a rule here called Adaptive Defense, which means if any Adeptus Astartes model in the game is in a terrain feature, you reroll hits of 1 and wounds of 1.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
It's niche. Again, a little bit on the specialised side of it. I can actually see this being better in 11th.
With when the terrain rules are slightly different, yeah, maybe.
And just, it'll probably be one of the defensive types.
Yes.
So
yes.
you'll probably benefit VP wise.
Yeah, for
this.
being in cover,
Being
yeah.
in
So
cover.
this seems like an attachment that was written for 11th edition from what we've seen of 11th edition so far, if you'd agree. And then as well as the adaptive defense thing, if you can get the entrenched keyword on these units if you follow these 3 stipulations. Your unit's within a terrain feature. That's it. Notice within there, not wholly within. Your unit was not set up on the battlefield this turn, so you can't just like deep strike into a ruin and get this. And no model in that unit has moved more than 3 inches this turn, which is kind of the stinky bit about it. Because 40k, especially in 10th edition, is a very movement-focused game. Whether in 11th, when you do get these take and hold sort of armies that don't want to move as much and like want to hold ground, this might be a lot better. But right now, that kind of ruins the whole detachment, that 3-inch thing, I believe. But so the entrenched doesn't actually necessarily give you anything, it just gives you the keyword, which will then be stipulated into other things later on in the detachment. So, enhancements. There are 4 lovely detachments here. Honor Indefatigable.
Oh, beautifully done.
Yes. Indefatigable. Indefatigable. Let me just go and grab quickly the points for these while we're going. So this is a Gravis Modelloni. So this is basically, you're whacking this on a Gravis Captain, because Gravis Captains, if you don't know, have like half damage.
Okay.
So they are very hard to kill naturally.
Yeah.
And this lets you get them back up on a top. So it's quite silly. And it's full wounds. So you take 6 wounds off this Gravis
How
Captain.
much is this?
Indicative-fatable. I'm just trying to find Indicative-fatable. Where's Space Marines on here? Space Marines is here. What's this detachment called again?
Ceramite Sentinel.
Ceramite Sentinels. 25 points. So you're making him like...
It's worth it.
You're making him like, what, 115 points for the dude?
If you're bringing Gravis, which you probably are.
Yeah, pretty good. And you can whack him in a big unit of like, I don't know, like, you know, six aggressors. Once they're all died and he finally dies, he just goes back up.
Yeah.
Quite silly. I could see I've shown this to Gabe, Salman's playing. He plays a lot of Gravis guys, and he was looking at that going, ooh, that's pretty fun. Yeah, because the Gravis Marines are somewhat hard to kill. Castellum Omnivox.
I quite like this one.
Yeah. Start model only. Each time a model makes a fallback move, select one of the following to apply to that unit. It can perform an action, or it can shoot and declare a charge in which it fall back. Just gives you that like fallback rank fire sort of thing.
It's great to see that in Hansen.
Yeah, with a fallback as well, because a lot of time you can kind of stop your enemies scoring by tagging a unit and then not letting them.
Or you charged the unit thinking you were going to kill it and you didn't.
And then and
they've got you tied up and you're like, I really wanted to consolidate back onto that objective.
Yeah, and maybe do an action next turn, so that you can do it now next turn. Yeah, cool. Sky Skull Data Link. I can't talk today. Depth start is model only. Range weapons have ignores cover, which we've talked about before. Is going to be really good in 11th. And it's models in the Bears unit. And then we have Defensive Mastery. So depth start is model only. After each model, both players have deployed their armies. They get to redeploy 3, which is the redeploy rule for everyone else.
We like that redeploy.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of infiltrate shenanigans with it, a lot of scout shenanigans, do all sorts of stuff.
Very nice.
Shenanigans Central.
Stratagems.
Yeah. So we have. So this is where the entrenched rule starts coming into it with these stratagems. Not on this one, but in the future ones. So we have Unyielding Might, which is command phase. One starter's unit within engagement range of enemy units, you get +1 to the OC, which I think is really good. So imagine like a huge unit of, say, I don't know, Hellblasters, something like that you've kind of tagged up on an objective, and you're out OCing them because they're only 1 OC each. You're not getting them.
Double their OC.
Yeah, just bang, OC up. And you can do it with Dreadnoughts. You make them 8 OC, things like that. Quite good. Really, really good.
It's just generic as well, which is
really good. It's a
really
started unit. Yeah. Priority Strike. This one's a 2 CPR. Boo. Shoot phase or fight phase. You infantry or mounted has not been selected to shoot or fight yet. The phase. You can re-roll the wound roll on characters, monsters, and vehicles.
It's like the one that's in the Warp Strike.
Yeah, basically, it's the opposite, isn't it? Which is
What was that? Armor of Contempt.
Armor of Contempt jump scare. Then stand to the end. So entrenched affects these last 3, I believe. Yeah, it does. So stand to the end is 1 CP. In the fight phase, just have an enemy unit selected targets. 1 a started unit from your army that was selected as 1 or more of those units attacks. To the end of the phase, each time the model in that unit is destroyed, if that model has not fought this phase, you get roll on the d6. It gets 4 up fight.
So an entrenched unit is fine death.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's add 1 to the result if it's entrenched. So 4 of fight and death, and then +1 if it's entrenched. And that's just in. So you will have to be in a room for that because obviously you need the entrenched keyword and things like that. Interesting.
No, you don't.
Can you? No, well,
only for it to get 3 up.
Yeah, to get the bonus. Yeah. I'm just wondering, do you get? Oh, it's while the following is true. So with the entrenched keyword, you don't just get it in the command phase and have it no matter what. So you can be like shot out of a ruin and then lose the entrenched keyword and things like that.
Oh.
So stuff like that can happen also. Augmented targeting, 1 CP. Shooting phase, a depth started unit from your army that's not been selected to shoot this phase. You get sustained or lethal. If it's entrenched, it gets both.
Nice.
Which is really good. Dark packs, we love it.
Yep.
But only on shooting, not on fighting, unfortunately. And then evasive repositioning, punch shooting phase after any unit is shot. You get infantry or mounted. There's a lot of mounted in this detachment,
really interesting,
which is weird considering we only have.
That's not very Imperial Fists.
We have 2 mounted units in the whole codex that they can take. They can take the Bike Chaplain and the Outriders, which are the only mounted units in Space Marines at the moment. There's obviously Dark Knights as well.
Is this a hint towards some mounted units on the way?
Maybe the new Land Speeder's mounted that's coming out. Oh, sorry, and the Invader ATV as well, of course. So just after unit's shot, you make a normal move of d6. If you're entrenched, you re-roll it. So it's just a reactive move.
Nice.
And your opponent shoot phase just after the unit is shot. So you can get shot and then fall back. And then maybe by falling back, get the entrenched keyword to then do other stuff. Who knows? It's
a very thematic detachment. If you're a die-hard Imperial Fist, this is the detachment for you.
I think it's a bit...
It's competitively, no.
Yeah.
there's better options.
I think it's... It just seems, compared to what we've just read...
It's them driving a narrative for 11th edition.
But can you look at what we've just read, with the last 2?
Yeah, true.
It seems, comparatively, a bit meh.
Yeah.
I'd give this a bad, in all honesty.
Give it a bad?
Yeah.
I'd say it's meh. So bad, yeah.
Yeah. If it's not good, it's bad.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
So, we have a new Chaos Knight detachment as well.
Yeah,
alongside an Imperial Knight one. We'll go through the Chaos one first. It's called Hellhunt Lance. So this one is the rule is called Masters of the Pack.
Mm-hmm.
So it says if a Titanic Chaos Knight unit from your army has an aura ability that affects friendly War Dog units, so this will be like the main auras that it gets from the army. While 2 or more friendly War Dog models are within range of that Titanic Chaos Knight's aura, the knight that is giving the aura also gets the buff.
Which could be really powerful, because some of those auras are bloody really good.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
-1 to hit,
Yeah.
add 1 to the wound roll. Like there's a lot that they get, and on a big knight, it's pretty good.
The only thing I'd say is a lot of the big auras require battle shock units, which is never a good thing. Like if they, is battle shock to your opponent, because obviously you give the -1 leadership.
Well, we might get some stratagems that can help with this and some enhancements. So moving on,
Yeah.
enhancements. You get Hunter's Helm.
Mm-hmm.
So a Chaos Knight's model only, you can reroll advance and charge rolls. That's nice.
They're always really good.
for
Yeah.
a knight.
And that's the Chaos Knights. Like this, that's all the big knights basically,
Yeah.
or the
Stalker.
but this is the sort of
Stalker.
still
We have the Octogram of Conjuration.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. So a Knight Abominant only. That's interesting. So that's the mixed melee-ish one.
Yeah.
So I don't want the weird whippy arm.
Yes, it is. So the Octogram of Conjuration, this is the ability that gives it. It's an aura. While a friendly War Dog is within 9, after that War Dog has shot, you can select a unit that's been hit by one of our attacks. They have to take a battle shock. So
and then obviously that bounces back if there's 2 War Dogs.
Yes.
Because of the army, because of the detachment roll.
Yeah.
Because
Any aura that they give.
Indeed.
Pretty cool.
Next one we have Throne Tyrannicus. So this is another Chaos Knights model, generically.
it's the Titanic ones exclusively. So
So
you
not,
can't leave this on the Stalker.
Yeah. In your command phase, select another Chaos Knights character within 9.
Mm-hmm.
If the bearer has 1 or more aura abilities that affect friendly War Dogs, until the start of the next command phase, the selected Chaos Knight is also affected.
So you're basically just like spreading the auras across your army
Yeah,
there.
that's
like
pretty
from
cool.
From night to night.
Which is pretty cool idea, I think.
And then last, we have Aspect of the Beast.
Mhm.
Chaos Knights model only at the start of your command phase, select 1 dread ability to be active for the bearer. So this makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's instead of either randomly rolling to select 2.
Mhm.
I'm not quite sure how the Chaos Knights players are playing at the moment, but they are. If there's one that is specifically too good not to just pick and not chance not getting, this just allows you just to pick one, which is nice.
I think it'd probably be the because obviously you do focus a lot on battle shocks. There's one called Dismay, where it's basically any and below starting strength within 9 has to take battle shocks.
Yeah.
So maybe that one, because that one just keep battle shocking them over and over and over again. They're all a bit poo, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people will just be rolling 2d6 and just
get what they're given. Yeah, 100%. Feral
so,
Arrogance, 1 CP.
Indeed. So this is any phase just after mortal wounds are allocated to a Chaos Knight. Interesting. Until the end of the phase, it has a 5-up feel no pain.
Reactive 5 of feel no pain to mortal wounds, really
Always
good.
a nice
So
strategy.
getting grenaded, things like that, like those mortal wound charges, stuff like that.
Tank shock.
Good little defense against that kind of stuff.
We have next one. We have Merciless Fusillade for 1 CP, start of the shooting phase or the fight phase. 1 Titanic Chaos Knight unit from your army, and up to 2 War Dog units that have not been selected to shoot or fight.
3 units.
This is a 3-unit stratagem. Select 1 enemy unit that is an eligible target for those Chaos Knight units until the end phase. Each time one of those Chaos Knight units is selected to shoot or fight, if that enemy is an eligible target, you can select that enemy unit as the target for all those.
He all
attacks.
gets the same hits 1 against them, basically.
There's a mouthful.
Yeah. So basically, that's a massive force multiplier on those shots going in. So you could pick a Land Raider, pick 3 knights to go into it, and just blast it away with.
Yeah, they all have to shoot the eligible target.
That's fine. Like if you've got that big
unit
unit that you need to get rid of, and you're going to be shooting it anyway.
Just imagine a knight and 2 armor just looking at a unit going, "You're going to die now." Just a rain of fire blocking out the sun.
A merciless fusillade.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. That's a really cool strategy.
Next, Beast Hide Manifestation,
Indeed.
1 CP.
1 CP. Your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase. 1 Chaos Knight before making attacks until the end of the phase. Where it's in the armor contempt. It's armor contempt.
Yep, Armor Contempt, but it's a Beast Hide. Next, Flush the Quarry.
Flush the Quarry, start the movement phase. 1 Titanic Chaos Knight unit from your army up to 3 friendly War Dogs within 6 inches. So that's talking 4. They can essentially all make normal, advance, or fallback moves through terrain.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Really nice. Yeah.
Really fucking good.
Contemptuous Volleys. Moving phase after the Chaos Knight units fell back, you can shoot and declare a charge in the turn in which you fell back. So it's 4 back shooting charge.
That's really good.
Really
That's
good.
Really good.
Especially on the big
Knights.
knights when you a really good way to deal with knights in the game
Just
is
tag
to
them up.
tag them up.
Yeah.
Just throw a little unit that you don't really care about that will survive the initial hit into it,
That's
and
really big.
and
for
then
Knights.
just stop them doing actions or anything like that, falling back and doing anything. But that sorts that
Yep.
problem.
And then last but not least, we have Goaded Beast. Your opponent's shooter phase after they're targeted, so one Chaos Knight unit that has lost 1 or more wounds from this attacks, it can make a surge. So a surging knight.
Yeah, imagine that on like your big what are they called, the desolator ones, the ones with the big chainsaw,
Lancers.
desecrators. You know those ones, yeah.
Lances.
Do they get lancers?
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, they do. God. Yeah. Really powerful.
Overall, this detachment for Chaos Knights, I'm not too privy about the Chaos Knights detachment they've already got. This seems okay for them.
The
to be
main thing
fair.
I know about Chaos Knights is the big knights are not very good and the little knights are king. You know, the armigers. It's
Yeah.
armiger spam. And this seems like it gives you a reason to take big knights as well.
Yeah,
which
it
is
seems
always
what
a
they're
bonus,
doing.
yeah.
And it does look like a relatively decent detachment to be
Mhm.
fair. It's got really powerful stratagems.
Yeah.
I mean, giving big knights auras, give them extra buffs.
Yeah.
That's always good. So
Really
it seems
good,
like a
yeah.
fun detachment. I'm going to say good.
I think it seems very good for them. And I could see this, not knowing how good some of the other ones are. I think there is an armiger, like
Hey,
Wardog spam
generically-
attachment that's like really good. But I can see this one being quite competitive for them.
Indeed. If you're a big fan of the big knights, which is honestly one of the reasons why a lot of people want to play knights in the first
Yeah,
place,
yeah.
this is a really good detachment to use.
Yeah, because no one goes into playing Chaos Knights wanting to play 13 armigers. It's not.
But
What
is
can I
this
do?
detachment better than the Imperial one?
Ooh, very interesting. You should ask that. Let's find out.
Spoiler, no.
Well,
this is really good.
Before we talk about the detachments, we do have points for this faction. So the Destriers come out at 250 points, same as the Defiler.
Yes.
Is it as good as the Defiler?
No.
Is that overcost of the Destrier? No.
No, I think it's a good
I
place
think
for
that's
it.
the right points, and the Defiler's too much. But
Yeah.
I think that's a really good points tally for it. It's somewhere between armigers and big knights.
And it's one hell of a cool looking model.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, Free Blade Company, Luke, take us through it.
Yeah. So we've shown this to Jack, who is the Knights player, and Jack is like,
He's very happy. It's Index Knights.
So yeah, so what you need to know about Jack is have you never seen a man roll more sixes on dice
His
than
dice
this man?
rolling is phenomenal.
And they've just given him a 6-up Fiona Pain across every single Imperial Knight. And in the start of every command phase, they get a wound back. They've effectively given to a normal player, they've effectively given each knight an extra 5-6 wounds. To Jack, they've given each knight another 20 wounds.
Yeah,
which
because of the
is
Sailor Pains.
Dumb. It also brings back the enhancement Mysterious Guardian, which is, I think, mental on a knight.
Yes.
So this one basically lets you give deep strike to any knight. Castellan, that's probably what you're going to use it on.
Lancer.
Lancer's not as good because Lancer just flies up and attacks and charges. You start to make the 9-inch charge if you're doing it on a Lancer.
True.
Whereas a Castellan, you can just drop it with its 17 guns it's got and just go
Surprise, motherfucker.
and just basically and just blow something away. And then on top of that, at the end of your opponent's turn, you can then just pick it back up
It's so good.
and then deep strike it again somewhere else.
It's so
You
good.
can only do that once, but
And how much is this enhancement?
this enhancement is a whole 35 points.
It's expensive, and do you know what? If it was 60, you'd take it.
I think you'd take it with 100 points on a Castellan. It's bloody nuts.
It's so good.
And I've seen Jack use this before because obviously I play Jack a lot with his
It's
name
so
knight.
scary.
It's terrifying. Like there's been points where he's just found a random place to put the Castellan and just shot Lionel Johnson off the board.
It's like, oh, by the way,
And
I
stuff
have
that,
like
you know,
7 range weapons that,
Yeah.
that I now have in this location that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, do you mean I can see my entire army that I've hidden from the rest of your army that I just wasn't expecting? Yeah, and it just wipes off half your army off the board.
Okay, so I have to deal with this threat now too. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gone. Oh.
But yeah, I have to deal with this turn, otherwise it goes and it does it again another turn. Oh,
And then when it's back-
also I've lost the game.
And then
Okay.
when it's back and it can't go back up, it's still a knight that you've got to deal with.
Yeah, it's bloody silly rule for silly people.
Yeah.
Right, Sanctuary, Imperial Knight Maloney, Bear gets 5 up immovable save.
So that's against melee, basically. Because they already have a 5 up against range attacks, this just gives it against melee.
Yeah, this just gives it across the board, which is normally the way you deal with knights.
Yeah.
Imperial Knight Maloney, improve all attacks, but Bringer of Justice this one is. Improve the attacks characteristics of melee weapons equipped by the bearer by 2, and each time the bearer makes a melee attack, add 1 to the hit roll.
That's very good.
What's that good on, Liam?
I believe that is good on a Lancer.
Or the Destria.
The Destria, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that existed.
Flying across, yeah. And then we got the Hunter's Eye, Imperial Knight Maloney, range weapons, get ignores cover, which we've talked about
Again,
at length in multiple things.
Might not seem very good right now. In 11th, it's going to be really,
It's going to
really
be
good.
silly. Hunter's Eye is 25 points, Mysterious Guardian 35, the Bringer of Justice is 30, and Sanctuary is 20.
So, I mean, minimum 20. These are expensive enhancements, but
Yeah, but 20 for 5 of invul across the board. I don't know. I think maybe out of all of them, I'd say Sanctuary's probably the worst one.
Yeah, honestly.
Which is reflected in the points.
Stratagems.
Stratagems.
Surely these are okay.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. This is where it gets bad. Don't worry. He lied. Noble Sacrifice. It's Deadly Demise on a 4-up. If it's an Armiger, you add 1 to the wound roll. To the wound roll, to the 4-up roll. So it's a 3-up.
Nice.
It's any phase that's destroyed. Just blows up.
Noble Sacrifice.
That's really good. If you
That's
think
very
about how it's always like D6 plus something on the big knight, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
If you just whack that in the middle of your opponent's
This is
army.
like arguably like almost as good as Fight on Death.
Yeah, I'm just going to actually just blow up and kill maybe 3 of your units just for no reason. And you're just
literally,
like, oh great, and just cripple that Land Raider and do
I believe the Deadly Demise of a main knight is like D6+2.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
It's something like that silly. So Strength from Exile, 1 CP. You shoot or fight phase. When you're not selected shoot or fight, if you're not within 9 inches of any of your friendly units, you get to reroll a hit of 1 and a wound of 1.
It's just Lions of the Emperor, but for a knight.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Similar, anyway.
I guess Strength from Exile is because you're on your own. You know,
Yeah.
you're lone gunner running around doing
Again?
things. Yeah,
Good.
yeah, very good, very good. Because obviously, when you've got these big knights on the board, you are tend to having to do like each part of the battle with 1 knight, so they are going to be far from each other. It does work quite well. Full tilt, movement phase, 1 Imperial Knights unit from your army, just flat. You add 6 to the movement characteristic of the models in your unit, or 9 if it's an Armiger or a Destria. So your big knights are moving an extra 6, and it doesn't say advance, so you can probably do that and do actions.
Yeah. It's good.
Is that right? Is that how that wording works? So it says if your unit advances, so you are advancing, but it says don't make an advance roll. So can you then do an action at the end of that?
No. So it's stating that your unit has advanced.
It's still advanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've done the action to advance.
Yeah.
You just don't make the roll for it. So no, you won't be able to do. You won't be able
Yeah.
to.
So you go 9 inches.
GW sign me
or
up. That could be a
Destria.
great tournament guy. Aficionado.
Point blank barrage 1 CP. Your shooting phase 1 Imperial Knights unit.
This
This
is
is not selected
lengthy.
to shoot. Yeah, until the end of the phase, weapons made with blast can be made in engagement range. Basically, I think that's all it is. You don't suffer the penalties for hit rolls for engagement range either. And every time you make an attack with a blast weapon, or target a unit within engagement range, you modify your roll of 1. Your unit suffers a mortal wound after its attack's been
So
resolved.
everyone, that's like hazardous, really.
Yeah, so say you're doing like your big blasty, the anti-thingy guns. that they
The
have,
volcano lance.
Or the siege breaker cannons, they're blast as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
And
but
they're
the
like-
volcano lance is
Yeah.
going to be really good in.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking about... So it's really cool you can fire into combat with this.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, how many shots do each of those like guns on top have?
I'm not too sure.
Because if you're rolling off quite a lot of ones, you could do quite a lot of damage to yourself with this thing.
It's hilarious, wouldn't it?
But it's not like you just
Because
heal.
the Castellan basically is going to be like, I'm dead.
I've killed myself. I've healed, and I've taken a Fiona pain on every single one of those shots and passed them off for some reason.
I mean, I still think it's a good one, but we've got
Yeah, that's
Survivor of Strife next.
1 CP, opponent shoot phase after enemy unit selected its target. 1 Imperial Knight that selected the target as attacks until the end of the phase. Each time an attack targets your unit. If strength's higher than toughness, you subtract 1 for wound.
Really good for knights.
Yeah, really good.
Really good.
Because
Those
knights,
melters and las cannons
Yeah.
are looking a bit.
I was going to say, especially since the knights
measly
have
now,
lost
aren't they?
toughness, because they've gone down to 11 and
Yeah.
9, haven't they? And then Destria's obviously 10.
Indeed.
Your las cannons are winning them on 3s. So, and that's the general profile for anti-tank.
Yeah.
So now it'll be 4s. Flanking manoeuvres, and this one is just pick an armiger up on 9 inches away from the battlefield edge.
So good.
Reserve, end of your opponent's fight phase.
So good.
Uppy downy armigers, amazing.
Uppy Downy Armigers with your Uppy Downy Knight.
Yeah. Uppy downy.
Fantastic. This is a great attachment.
I think this is the best Imperial Knight attachment there is.
By far.
Yeah, 100%. This is
Yeah.
class. There is an armiger spam one that's really good at the moment as well, I believe, but this one is... This does everything. Like, everything you could ever want, and makes knights very survivable, which is in a very killy meta, which is what we're kind of in at the moment. That's kind of what Sutton they're struggling with. And Imperial Knights have been at the bottom of the barrel for quite a while now, I believe, on the old power rankings. Oh, we're nearly done. We can nearly eat, Liam. We can nearly eat.
You can nearly use
We're
that.
nearly
So
done.
hungry.
Right, so we do have the points for the AdMech models that come out as well. We've got Filia Gold, 210. That's the same as Belisarius Call.
Indeed, makes sense.
I think he's better for
Yeah.
those points. I think he should have been a bit cheaper. Fusiliers, which are the Las Cannony boys, which I think were the worst of the two Hysteria models. They just
Yeah,
come
I
out
thought
at
so.
145, and the Exterminator's a 135.
Yeah, interesting. That could the initial points that can be shit.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're probably going to swap in the future for those, just based on like what it looks like the units can do. But these units have a new detachment called the Eradication Cohort.
Cool name.
Yeah, and they get the detachment rule, Murderous Imperative.
Very, very cornate. Love it.
So each time a Skitaria unit from your army makes an attack, if the Protector Imperative, I really can't talk to that. Imperative is active for your unit, reroll a hit of 1. If the Conqueror Imperative is active for the unit, reroll a wound of 1.
Rerolls, always good.
Works really well with the new Thulia Gould, because she gives them both,
Yes.
which on their aura. So as well as giving them, how many rules did we figure out that gave them? Like 6 rules?
Yes, nuts.
And it also gives them another 2. Pretty cool. Right, go to the attachments. Let's go. Right, these ones are a bit weird as well.
Omni-cogitator.
Omni-cogitator. So Skitari Marshal, Model Only, Conquer Imperative and Protector Imperative are both active for the Spears unit. So then,
So good.
going into the Murderous Imperative thing, you can take huge units of, I think up to 20 Skitari dudes with this guy. You know, they're infiltrator guys. And
They're rerolling all their ones.
basically on hits and wounds, and they have a lot of shots between all that
So
squad.
good.
Loads of shots. This one is probably where this attachment shines, I believe. Marshal Signatum Amplificator. Tech Priest model only. Models in that bearer's unit have the Skitari keyword. So you can take the Tech Priest Dominist, I believe it is, who can go in a squad of the, what are they called? Destructors or whatever. They're the guys who are on the tracks with the guns.
Oh, and they get the rerolls.
They get the Skitari keyword and the rerolls, yeah. What are they called? I can't remember.
Breaches, is it?
Breaches, it is breaches, yeah. So you can put them in a squad of 6 breaches, give them the Skitari keyword, they get the bonuses from Thulia Gould, they get the bonuses from this Detachments rule. It is
the best attachments so far.
I think Hollow's Creed is better.
Oh.
Their main, it's so good. But this one, I think this is going to be the unit that you build this army around. Basically, is that Tech Priest and thingy unit. I've already forgotten the name again.
Now pronounce the next one.
Bellicosa Class Capacitor Veins.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Adeptus Mechanicus Model Only, add 6 to the range of all weapons by models in this unit and add 1 to the strength of those weapons.
Really good.
That one is really good on a unit of the new...
Yeah, the Fusiliers.
No, not them, but they're the last kind of guys. The other guys, the Exterminators, because their weapons were quite short range, but they were quite powerful still, weren't they?
Like shotguns, aren't they?
Yeah. I wonder who could actually go in that unit, though, whether... Because they're a new unit, I don't think I'd seen any updates on data sheets for
Not
things going in them,
no.
so I don't know if anyone can actually go in them to do that. But I imagine there are other units in here. Like we said with Admech, we're not very keyed up on them and their combinations. Combination. And then Skitari Marshal only, Omniscience Fury. Add 2 to the attacks characteristics of melees equipped by the bearer and improve the AP of damage characteristics by those weapons by 1. So if there's that's on a Skitari Marshal. They're like a 50-point little dude. I think that one's very good. Yeah, unless that's only is that one a cheap one? I'd imagine on the old points. Let's just get them up super quick. Adeptus Mechanicus. They are. Omniscience Fury is only 10 points. Yeah, the Omnicogitator is 25. The Marshal Signatum Amplificator. I can't speak.
You cannot speak today.
I'm going to podcast me. The Amplificator is 15 and the Capacitor Veins is 30, which is decent. Cool.
So stratagems, we have the servo-driven charge, 1 CP. In the fight phase, 1 Adeptus Mechanicus unit from your army that has not been selected to fight, it gives them lance.
Really good. Really good. There are quite a few really killer units in melee in Admech, so I think that really...
I've also noticed that all these Imperial ones are getting just 1 CP stratagems, which is kind of a...
No, there was a 2-1 in the
in the Space Marine one.
Yeah, in the Ceramite Sentinels one. Unrelenting Aggression, 1 CP. Movement phase just after Admech model from your army unit from your model foot. I'm just gonna slap myself in the face real quick and just like try and reset my brain.
This one is called Unrelenting Aggression. Your movement phase just after a Mechanicus unit from your army falls back. If they've got the Skitari keyword, they can shoot and declare a charge in turn, which I felt like.
Yeah,
nice.
and it can shoot in a turn and it will fall back if it doesn't have the Skitari keyword. Cool. That's a really good one for 1 CP.
Very good.
Really good.
So Unshackled Wrath for 1 CP. Your shooting phase, 1 Skitari unit that has not been selected to shoot. Select sustain hits 1 or lethal hits ability until the end of the phase, which was really good.
And you can get both and hazardous if you want. Yeah,
that's
cool.
really good.
Really good. 1 CP as well.
Yeah,
that's been in the other ones as 2, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty power.
Next, we have Threat Cogitation Targeters. So your shooting phase, 1 Skitari vehicle unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot.
Yes.
If you shoot into monsters or vehicles, you can re-roll the damage roll.
That's power.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of those, like, chicken walking guys, the
yeah.
Fusiliers, they all have, like,
This is a
D6
vehicle
plus 1.
unit from your army.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
a vehicle.
no, so just a vehicle then. So all the chicken walkers,
Yeah.
like D6 plus 1, things like that, on all their
We
guns.
have, for 1 CP, Precision Onslaught. Your charge phase, 1 Sicarian unit from your army declares a charge.
Mhm.
It gets impact wounds.
Yeah.
So roll a d6, on a 4 up it does 1 more wound. That's okay.
What is a Sicarian unit?
No idea. And the last one is Analytic. I am hungry. Reprisals, Analytic Reprisals, 1 CP. Your shooting phase, or your opponent's shooting phase, sorry, just after an enemy is shot. 1 Scutari infantry unit from your army that has lost 1 or more wounds. It can shoot as if it was the shooting phase.
Okay. A Sicarian unit are like the infiltrators and things like that. You know, the guys with double swords and the chicken legs. Yeah, they're good.
This is a pretty decent one.
Yeah.
There's
I think it's really good.
Real strong.
I think
Enhancements are strong. The stratagems are decent.
Yeah.
Decent enough.
Yeah.
I
mean,
mean,
there's
really
a-
strong.
There's a few really potent ones in there, like just giving Lance on a stick, giving like fallback shooting charge, things like that. Like
Bear
that.
in mind, you're re-rolling ones
And then just
Constants.
remember here, you've got sustained, lethals, and hazardous for like our CP.
with re-rolling ones.
Yeah, and then you reroll damage roll into the. I think this is really good.
It's a good one.
It's actually really, really good. And this is like, I think Halo's Creed is still better just because of like how like that makes your army just so work just so well together. Like
Yeah.
it just makes that
But
click.
this is a good runner-up.
This is a power like let's just go for
it's
the
viable.
enemy. Yeah,
You can definitely
100%.
take this and do well.
Yeah, 100%. And it's very themed on the new guys, which is always very fun. So, getting back to these characters that won't stop releasing things.
Yeah, so we've had a few changes to a lot of them, and honestly, really good changes.
Yeah.
Changes for the better. So
100%.
Tau, the Twin Lance, was released at 160 points. It's
Yeah.
ludicrous. And it's just been it's a staple. You take this unit in
Yeah.
every list, no matter what attachment.
But maybe no more.
But yeah,
Still pretty good, but maybe
there's an
no
argument
more.
for it.
Yeah.
So it's been bumped up by 25 points, 185 for the unit. Still really good. And it's got a change to its retro thrusters. So it used to be where at the end of every fight phase, yours and your opponents, you could just make a D6 move,
Yeah.
including a fallback.
And we'd always remember to do that, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I have not been doing it very well. Now it says at the end of the fight phase, if this unit was eligible to fight this phase, so it had to have been in combat essentially.
Yeah, basically. I'd have to have killed the unit it was in combat with, or it can make a fallback.
It's still good.
Basically, yeah.
It
To
just
get
makes
it 6 inch
you can't just play really safe with this now.
Yeah.
You have to basically play super aggressive.
How it was designed to be, where it's going to be bouncing in and out of units constantly. You can't just do what people were going to do with it, which was just like kind of harry your opponent from a distance and then just keep moving behind terrain, but so they can't interact with you. Was basically how they were going to use it.
Yeah,
Which
this
wasn't
is
very
still
fun.
a really good unit,
Yeah.
and it's still almost an awesome
Yeah.
include.
And it's
Just
gained
points
20 plus-
adjustments, so
plus the 25 points. I think it's fair. No, it's not broken like it was on the release.
185 is a good price point for
Yeah,
it.
100%.
We'll see how it plays up in
Mhm.
tournaments and things like that. But I still think it's a really strong unit and definitely worth taking for the points.
And now we have the Tyranid Prime.
Terra Prime originally was really lackluster. Now really good. They've completely turned this thing on its head.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say really. I think the
for
other
its
one's
points.
still, the
For
other one's
its
still
points.
just as good. But it's the same points now. They're both 65. aren't
Exactly. So this was
From 80.
80 when it came out and really overcosted. Now 65, which is a really good points thing for it.
they? Plus, it's had all the keywords added to the Warrior Bioform as
Yeah,
attachment,
which we knew would happen.
which is really good because that was weird that they didn't do that on release.
And it's got extra attacks on the lash, so
Yeah.
it's even better in melee now.
Yeah.
For 65 points, it's
Really
a
good.
better model. Even if it was still 80, it's still a better model.
Yeah.
Now it's an even better model.
It's
at 65.
had a big kick up the bum.
Yeah.
And then we got Beric Stormbreath.
Stormbreath.
Stormbreath, he's come down a bit. He was 110, he's come down 15. He's now 95.
Nice.
And he's also had some adjustment with his weapon profile. I think there was just some wording problems with whether it was a strike and a sweep or not,
Yep.
which they've just changed.
And last and certainly least, maybe a positive for our resident all player Lee. The freebooter did get changed a little
think
bit.
it's okay.
I don't know why this wasn't made from the get go.
Well,
They
with
made
the
this
WAR as
mistake
well.
with the WAR, I was
Yeah,
going to say. So instead of you have to pick an objective for the detachment rule. It used to be at the start of the battle round. Now it's at the start of your command phase.
So you can do it reactively. So basically, you just got bonuses against attacking a unit on a certain objective.
Yeah.
And because it was at the start of the battle round, you could have your opponent set up on the objective, you pick that objective, and then if their turn was first, they could just move off it. And then you wouldn't get your detachment rule, which is the problem they had with WAR, where you'd have to declare your WAR in the start of the battle round, and then your opponent could just go, oh, I'm just going to back off for a turn then, and you wouldn't get your fucking army rule.
So it's weird they made that mistake again, but it's good
It's
that they
fixed.
changed it. Yeah,
It's still a mediocre detachment.
yeah, it's all right. There's some cool stuff you can do with the flash kits and stuff in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is everything. Oh,
Yeah.
we got there in the end.
Yeah, bloody hell.
I think we should go get some food.
Yeah, I'm bloody starving. How long have we got? You got 2 hours before you think?
Yeah,
Let's go eat some pub grub.
indeed. So
Right.
thank you for listening, guys, if you
Yeah.
made it this far. We are going to start trying to do some timestamps as well, because we
Yeah.
understand that these are lengthy.
Hopefully you'll see that on the this video.
Not everyone has time to go through. This is going to be well over an hour podcast.
Yeah, but bloody
So
hell,
we are
yeah.
going to have timestamps there, so you can get the information directly that you've come for.
Mhm.
Or if you just want to listen to our beautiful voices, the whole hour and whatever.
Well,
this is
listen,
gonna
listen to me not be able to pronounce words for 70 minutes, which is what this probably is going to be.
Fumble today.
I don't know why my brain's
We
just not
need
on.
some food.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you for listening, and we will see you next week. There's no Barhammer this week, so no updates on that.
Yeah. Oh, we can talk about the game we had because we said we were going to update.
Oh,
them,
right, yeah. So me and Luke
So-
had a game, and it was one of the closest games. I've
Yeah.
ever
So
done.
remember, I was ambushed by Tau, ambushed by Triptides and Twin Lance,
It's glorious.
and I still won by fucking 4 points, baby. Tell me
Battle
the
round-
last turn.
So, battle round 5, I needed to score 5 points to win by a point,
Mhm.
and there was 2 opportunities for this in round 5. One, I had assassination.
Yeah.
Okay. The second was I just needed to control a third objective. I only had 2.
Yeah. So
I
you
needed to
just
control
it
third.
was taking hold.
to
So
get
we was getting
15,
10 points. He wanted 15.
Yeah. So the extra 5. So the first thing I did was I had a unit of the
Fire Knife.
Sunforge. It was the
Sunforge,
Fire Knife
yeah,
got slaughtered.
okay.
The Sunforge battlesuits.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
strung them out, so they had a commander as well, perfectly across the centre and my expansion objective.
But at the end of the move,
At the end of the move, they got overwatched, and the one that was touching the centre died.
yeah, I did just enough to obviously because you could have maybe
There's a
mitigated.
10-man purifier with crows.
Yeah, because obviously.
Disgusting.
Because obviously, like where he put the models, he had to take one off each end. There's either way, and like
Yeah.
the commander was on the other side.
Exactly.
So Crow
I
and
was
5
losing an
purifiers
objective,
overwatched and managed to kill
One.
one and take a wound off another one or something like that. So that stopped 5 points.
But it was enough to stop 5 points.
Yeah.
And then I had assassination, right? And there was a lovely looking Calidus assassin
Mhm.
where 2 broadsides were looking directly at
whole
it, right
broadside.
inside the lone up as well. You can only imagine the frustration when both of them failed to kill a Calidus assassin.
How many 4 bimbals did I roll?
You saved like all of them. And
I
it
think
was-
the one got through was the gun that was like the missile pod or something
Yeah.
off the drone.
And it
That
did
was like 1 damage.
yeah.
Yeah. And then he charges,
So,
and
charges.
then because he, what you'd have to use.
I had no CP because I had to.
Yeah,
try
he
to
only had
save
1
one.
CP left, so he was like, "Oh, tank shot," and
I
I
had
was
one
like,
CP.
I
Yeah,
was like,
it's Calidus assassin. So,
you will not tank shot my Calidus assassin because
You
that's
didn't
costing
say
2
the
CPs
magic
there. So yeah, she survived.
She
She
survived,
did
so-
damage back somehow.
So you won by 4 points when it could have very easily
Yeah.
been me winning by 1.
And can I just give an honourable mention to Castle and Crow and 10 Purifiers?
Honourable, dishonourable, mate.
They
Disgusting unit.
they
did
killed
nothing.
1,000 points.
They killed half my army.
They killed 2 Riptides. They killed a whole squad of battlesuits with a commander.
Yeah.
They killed 3 chaff units. They killed the Vespids, the Crute,
Crutes,
and the
yeah.
Pathfinders.
Yes, they did.
The Vespids, they shot downtown with 2 guys and killed.
2 of them killed a squad of 5. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I just had 2 that couldn't see anything else. So I was like, I'll just shoot the Vespids with them. And they just
Killed
fucking
them.
wiped them out with the anti-infantry mine
Which was
bullets.
huge because they were my.
They were your
little
score.
secondary
Now they would have
squads.
won you the game in the last turn.
Yeah.
What else did they kill? And they killed that one battlesuit at the end to win me the game. So,
Yeah.
fucking unbelievable.
Games
Unbelievable work.
Workshop, can you sort that shit out, please?
But they're only good in that one detachment, and it's only that one unit. It's like
Doesn't matter, they're horrible.
you build the whole thing around.
Oppressive.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, thank you for listening, guys. And we'll catch you.
Yeah. Goodbye.